Welcome to Market Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad. This is the beautiful Miss V.
Thank you, Prad, and hey guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Please, as usual, be active on the chat, ask us anything, and please be kind and give this video a like. How's your day going, Prad?
Pretty good, Miss V. So far, so good. Looking for more opportunities to have fun with the market, with our viewers. How about yourself? You had a good day today?
I am having a good day, and actually, guys, I'm not trading Tesla today, other names, so we can talk about that later. And what will be nice?
Yeah, for sure. I'll start off with something of my trades. We'll start off with actually my most down ticker of the day and my only down ticker of the day over here, Roblox. So I tried going long off the high a day break, which was around 95.30 or so. Got filled at 95.40. Started taking some scalps, and then I had to close some of it on the way down. Tried to add it on the way down also, and then got stopped on the break of VWAP over here. Flipped short, and then pretty much scalped a half of my loss off that long over here. And then I tried to go back short again, and then I saw that the stock wasn't really moving too much further past 93. The market was also not really breaking the low a day, so I figured, I'm just gonna get out of this trade right here. I'm gonna go for a walk because I'm taking entries at the most random spots. I'm emotional trading at this point. I'm revenge trading Roblox, so I just went for a nice 10-minute walk, came back, feels nice and refreshing out there, and I feel good now. So Roblox, biggest losing position, but I'm not too worried about it. And my biggest winner today, Rivian. And I'll also show you my biggest regret today, which would have been my biggest win today. And when I messaged Sean about my trade, he said, I'll show you exactly what he said. He said, "Wipe those tears, bro." So I'll show you what that trade was about in a second. Over here, Rivian, we went short around 98, and then added back on the break of 97.50. Pretty much got out at the best out 95.50, and then on the way up we added again, and then pretty much took out the same exits. I wish I had some more for the longer move. If you guys are reading my journals out there, it's a kind of a repetitive story. Always praying that I have some shares for the longer move, the move that I'm actually planning for. So, Rivian almost down 6.66%, almost breaking 94 over here. Let's see if we actually take out 94 to the downside today with 5 million shares traded. And here's my biggest regret trade of the day today, which is Baba. So Baba had a news that it had some Chinese investment firm who were just loading up the bag on Baba, which wanted me to go long on it. And look at the consolidation in pre-market itself. Very tight pre-market consolidation. The problem over here was I took the 118 break, and then the stock went up to 118.50 or so, and it kind of stalled off. And the overall market was also at the highs over there on the day and started coming down. So I just couldn't. And Baba was also down on the day at this time, so I couldn't bring it in me to hold my trade for much longer than. And also seeing this day high over here, I guess that should have at least been my target, but I pretty much paper handed traded this. Sorry, not paper. This is all real money for me. I paper handed traded this so badly that I feel like horrible, because look at this risk to reward trade. I pretty much was risking about $1 to the downside and could have gotten $3, which was my original goal. But the stock gave you much more than that. I wanted to see if I could replicate that on NIO, but NIO wasn't really moving the way Baba was moving. So I decided not to touch these trades today. And that's pretty much the wrap up of all my trades today. Looking for more opportunities. Maybe next time I'll learn to throw out a stop for Baba, trades like Baba, and holding at least the last 10 to 20% for this big move, because this is the opening drive. There was no reason for me to be out of my trade by 9:32 when we know the potential of Baba to start moving back to the 120s and higher. So a little upset, little emotional, but not gonna let that affect my trading for the rest of the day. So let's keep on looking for opportunities. Let's smash these trades. Tissue hands Prad. Yeah, tissue hands Prad indeed today on Baba. Very upset. Miss V, how about you today? What are you looking at? Sorry? Mic issues? Okay, no problem. So let's dive into the market. MYNZ going much higher. MYNZ actually on our watch list. If you guys are subscribed to our watch list, you guys know the catalyst behind it and the reason why the stock is up 59% today with 15 million shares. So the stock did give back most of its gains from pre-market off the opening drive itself. We came down all the way to $14.70, looks like. Now we're looking to see if we can actually come back up as the stock is actually doing so. You know, volumes increasing, stocks trying to make a move back to the north over here, we wanted to see if we can get back to VWAP. What is the stock opening price? 1821. So if we do get back to 1821, or which is kind of near VWAP, you know, $18, 1821, or even $19, I'd like to see how the stock behaves over there. And obviously with the, I believe this was the one with the mRNA news. mRNA biomakers to be with Colo Alert. So they have a partnership over there with Moderna, helping out the stock over here to go back to the upside maybe later on in the day. I keep looking over here, so I'm gonna move the chat box for YouTube over here instead, because this is where I had it yesterday. Okay, awesome. Beyond, any opinions on Beyond for a buy? So Beyond Burger had a partnership with, I think it was KFC for their Chicken Nuggies. I think it was Chicken Nuggies globally. When that news came out, I was like, okay, Beyond's going to make somewhat of a move up, but it's going to give back most of its move, and that's what we're seeing. And that opinion honestly comes from, you know, I think Beyond needs to stop making partnerships with the fast food restaurants and figure out how to cater and market more to the vegans, because that's what their product is for, right? I think most people who go to fast food restaurants are not really looking for vegan products, and even if they do, they go to more catered vegan restaurants. But at the end of the day, I think that's gonna, you know, give them a big boost in sales from KFC. I think McDonald's has something that they want to do too. So at the end of the day, all that matters is the boost in sales. But I would love for Beyond to cater more directly to the vegans and maybe not through fast food restaurants. But today we see the 2% boost, or actually even more, because the stock was around 61.50 yesterday, bumped up to 68.70. 68.44. In pre-market itself, and gave back most of it off the open. We're looking for support either at yesterday's high or somewhere around where we are right now, 62.50. We know a dollar away from yesterday's high, maybe allowing the stock to reclaim VWAP at some point. And we're looking for how the stock trades at $70. If you guys follow Neil on Twitter, you know, Neil's morning tweets said something about obvious rejection or you know, shorting about near $70 or so, or $75 either way. So on that point, we want to see how the stock trades when we get there, sometime around this month, maybe off that catalyst. No one goes to KFC for plant fake chicken. I mean, some people might. You know, I don't want to say nobody. Some people might. You know, you might just have a friend who's vegan or something, and you gotta take him or her out for a date, and that person might be on you know, the option for that vegan chicken is gonna be helpful for them. But the amount of people that are gonna go there is probably not you know, in the millions out there. So maybe it is in the million, but you get what my point is. There's the 1:10 ratio probably is what we're looking at. A date to KFC. Yeah. I didn't even think about, I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to make a point, you know. There could be someone who could eat that, but I'm just wondering how many people would go to KFC for a plant-based chicken, which is the point I'm trying to get to. Date to Super Chicken. Now that's a date I'm talking about. All right. NASDAQ dominated the whole country. Let's go check out what NASDAQ is doing right now. QQQ is actually down 0.8%. And Spicer's only down 0.2%, but about to go test a low a day. So here we go on QQQ. Is about to make double bottoms at 393 or so. And we'll see how low can we actually go on the day today. Yesterday, obviously, a big red day on the market, bringing down a lot of my portfolio to the red side. And talking about my portfolio, let's jump right into DraftKings. Where is DraftKings today? DraftKings coming down below 26 and then jumping back above 26 to see if we can reclaim VWAP. But the double top over here coming in, blocking the stock from going any higher, and the market weakness obviously stopping it from going any higher. So we're pretty far out of the money on our portfolio, but not worried about it still. Long term, we're waiting to see what happens with Super Bowl. We're happy to see with these big UFC fights coming up with Israel Adesanya with the Nigerian Nightmare. No, it's not the Nigerian. What's the not Kamaru Usman, but Francis Ngannou. I don't know what his little title is over there, but that guy's fight's gonna be a big fight. So looking to see what happens in DraftKings overall in the next few months. Please look at EVNX. EVNX. ENVX. Sorry, ENVX. ENVX doesn't really have any volume. Let's see if there's any spike coming in for this stock, or there's absolutely nothing going on. So $22 stock made a high of 25, and there's no real spike going on, down 5%. 400,000 shares. You kind of want more volume on the stock if you're looking for a day trade on this. So let's move to CFVI. Let's see if there's another spike on this. It's okay, million shares today, not bad, and actually moving right now with some volume spikes. Big volume candle over there, highest of the day. Let's see if we can keep on moving to the upside. About $12.30 right now is the high. They actually $12.30. And we're looking to see if these volume spikes can help the stock go any higher than that. Let me pull up CFVI here real quick, because I don't know if my indicators actually even work anymore, because these formulas are probably broken. Yeah, this one doesn't work anymore for some reason, so we just have to focus on this. So yeah, right here, no real prints went off, so I want to see how the stock behaves when we do come back to $12, or even somewhere around $12.10. Do you think Ford would take out F.NY? Didn't think Ford will take out the highs today? Okay. Yeah, obviously Ford, I thought Ford would just go down today, or at least come down a little bit based off of yesterday's move, but we're pretty much coming back to yesterday's high. No, we took out yesterday's high right now, and Ford's ready to go take out 25. If Ford takes out 25, that's going to be pretty insane, man. Wow. We were red on the day for Ford, and now we're positive on the day. Where did we bounce off on Ford? I'm gonna put this chart on a 5-minute chart so it's easier to identify these levels a little bit. So it looks like 2350 or so. Where the lower day is 2347. So around 2350, this consolidation area that I'm seeing around 1035 yesterday, coming in for a support once again and just blasting off to the north side. Let's see how the stock trades at 25. I'm expecting some size on the bids for offer on 25. Yeah, look at that thick level. But with the amount of volume that the stock traded yesterday, I think it was 300 million shares at the end of the day, including the after hours. So if you pull up the all-time chart on Ford and just go on the dailies over here, and look for these volume charts. Look at that big volume candle, right? 300 million. The last time the stock did anywhere close to 300, 400 million, the stock was ripping for like weeks on straight. So I think we're kind of getting back into the same idea. History repeats itself kind of mentality. We're getting ready to start ripping over here back to all-time highs, which is $37. Yeah, $37.41. I'm not sure if we're gonna get there by the end of the month or tomorrow, but the story is, I think, sellers and buyers are just getting ready to go test these highs of about 35 and so higher. What's up, buddy?
I'm just looking at your mic.
Looking at my mic? Don't look at my mic. Hey, no, you're not allowed to look at my mic. All right, where are we going to? Qualcomm is towards all-time high. QCOM. Qualcomm is at all-time high. Miss V, if you wanna come talk to the chat, you can come here whenever. Cool? Oh, you want? Come on.
Hey guys, I'm having major issues with my microphone. We're working on it. Hopefully I'll be back soon. Missing you all.
So my charts just crashed. Let me just open up a bunch of my charts. Looks like a couple of my market overview charts kind of crashed on me, and I'm just trying to open up these other ones right now. 1, 2, just give me a second while I do this. Until then, I will pull up EVTL. Looks like EVTL just halted. Is it on NASDAQ or New York? EVTL on New York. So EVTL on New York just halted. Let's see if we can add the stock. Oh my, move. Look at that move. So absolute no volume looks like all day. And then now we have 700,000 shares coming out of nowhere, putting the stock from $7 to all the way, what, we halted at $10.87. How did we move above that to halt at 1087? Either way, I wish I could see if this is an upwards halt. I'm going to guess it's an upward halt, and we halted around 1087. Let me just add it to the watch list here. Imbalance locator, add symbol, and I need to find my locator here. Here it is. Yeah.
When you were looking at a halt stock, when looking at a halt stock, if you prefer like 3 or 5 minute charts, a lot of times switching to a 1 is important so you can identify the halt levels very, very clearly. Because if you put on a 5 or even like a 15, like that gap where the stock is halted won't be obvious, and sometimes you won't even see it at all because of the bars in the chart. So I always try to have a 1 minute on if I'm looking at a halt stock. This EVTL though, it actually got, it looks like there's some prints after it halted, like some dark pool prints here that are kind of skewing things on the chart. But the last thing I see is at 1155 to the upside. Its tap is 1088. It looks like it's going to open to the downside though.
Thank you, Neil. Yeah, it looks like that's what I'm seeing right now too. And on the imbalance locator, guys, it's indicating the open pretty much right next to the halt price, so 1088 or yeah, 1088, 1086. So we'll see in about the next few minutes or so when the stock does open up. We'll pull it back up, and my charts are up too, so we're good now. Let's get back right into the momentum here. So Uber was on our watch list too, I believe. Let me quickly check over here. Not today, but I think it was yesterday maybe. Either way, Uber making a little bit of a move from 44.40, which looks like this triple bottom almost. So the low of day 44 flat, which is in pre-market, moving from that to a little bit higher, and then ever since open, we just kept on going to, looks like almost 46. So 45.90 being the high of day, coming back down to find support at 44.40, somewhere around yesterday's high over here, getting ready to now test 45, which is just under VWAP. Let's see if we can take out 45 on Uber and keep on ripping over here. I'm going to guess there's going to be another test of 45.40. And then if we do break up 45.40 with this, you know, kind of sideways movement in the market a little bit, even though, you know, NASDAQ is down, the SPY is pretty much flat on the day. And I think a little bit of that is what we said based on the FOMC. So we're waiting to see what FOMC, not too much of a drastic movement is to be expected off FOMC, but if something does come out of the blue, then, you know, we're gonna be ready to trade that. So Qualcomm, I think I brought Qualcomm, but I might have not covered it. Then let me quickly go back to Qualcomm over here. Qualcomm with 5 million shares traded, 1.8% to the upside today, finding support at 185 or so, rip into the north side, obviously. Like right now, finding support at 190 where VWAP is. So good job for Qualcomm. The chip makers are still healthy, still doing good. Yeah. What's up? Hi.
Hi.
You want to do like a clock?
Sure, guys. Thank you very much. Wow, your microphone is so low. You sit like this.
Yeah, I'm like leaning. This is how I drive too.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I have some issues with microphone. Rob and Lucas are working on fixing it. Thank you so much for the support. And the biggest support you can do for me is to give us a like, and hopefully my microphone will be back to live.
We miss you, Miss V. I know they do. They're probably tired of listening to my voice right now.
Not true.
Well, you want to talk about Tesla? Pull it up. Or any stock that you traded, we can talk about that too. Yeah.
Let me check what's.
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
I know it will be awkward because there is no you don't
No
have those
triangles. Fair. I
But we
understand.
can take a look at Tesla.
Go for it. Let's give some levels to the viewers.
All right, let's see, guys. This is wow. Your mouse is so heavy.
It's a gamer mouse.
What is this this chart? It's 1 minute chart. All right, as I like. Well, guys, I didn't trade Tesla today because I was busy with some small cap name and it was successful for me. But very nice jump to the upside at the open. I was looking at if it breaks 1171 level, and if we will get somewhere to 1172, I would try long trade on Tesla, but it got rejected. at 1168, never got there, and now we're actually flat. So I will be still waiting again at 2 p.m. Pad's minute.
They told me to move out of the way, so I'm out of the way.
So be careful, guys, and definitely I will be flat by 2 p.m.
Awesome. Let's do it. Prad's mic is heavy? No, she said my mouse is heavy because it's like this one of these gaming G903 mouse. Is there a weight in here? So usually you can put a weight inside this mouse to make it even heavier, which I usually do if I'm gaming. But since I'm not gaming and I'm at work, it's a little bit lighter than it's supposed to be. It's a workout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good workout for my fingers. That's the only thing that I'm working out every day.
We've got a super chat from Mark the Realtor. Baidu.
Baidu about to rip again past 150. All right, let's check it out. BIDU. Baidu currently at 148 or so, slightly around VWAP, and we're looking for volume to increase. Obviously, volume slightly still low for 1122. You know, you want to see volume a little bit higher than 1122, and if volume comes in, obviously we'll get a rip. I think the Chinese stocks are getting ready for another move to the north side today. So Baba, you know, the way that Baba's holding up at 125, absolute insane. I think Baba's actually getting ready for this move over here to what's it called, 130. So I was looking at Baba. I don't know why I closed my trade, why I paper handed it, tissue paper handed it, I guess. I'm so upset over it. But here's what I'm looking at, this line in sand that I have at 130.06. Let's call it 130 flat. I think Baba is not going to be done today until we actually get there, or it's going to be a little bit gassed out. And the reason why I'm saying that is because on one of these days, we went from literally 110 all the way to 130, I believe. I can't find which day. It was this day. We went from 113 all the way to 130, and I was like, where do I short this stock? Where do I short this stock? So I just stayed away from shorting it. And today, kind of the same idea. You know, this was my long trade. I missed out on my long trade. I'm going to sit here and cry about it the whole day about how I missed out on this trade. But at this point, if I'm looking for a short, you know, I'll just wait for it. And then Baidu, as Miss V just read the super chat from Mark the Realtor, thank you, about Baidu starting to move soon. So we'll see if this one can move. I think you also said BLNK, so let's go check out that one too. BLNK on NASDAQ with 800,000 shares traded. Kind of not really moving right now. There was one random spike over here that put the stock back into the day's high, but immediate rejection of the day's high coming in, not allowing the stock to really move anywhere from there. So, you know, we want more volume on this position. At least 1.5 million shares by now. Rivian, Prad, let's go check out Rivian. Rivian making a move off of that 94 bottom, almost back through 9. Actually, is back through 95 right now, getting back to VWAP or so. No real trade for me until you know, later on in the day. We're kind of retracing quite a bit to VWAP already. Maybe I could add to the VWAP over here, but you know, I'll wait for later in the day for the stocks to come back to 98. Also cutting down my sizes across the board for my trades because of
We're testing your mic and also don't have this thing to switcher.
talk.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Nah. Okay. So cry about Rivian instead or short GM. Yeah, I'll cry about all my trades. You know, at the end of the day, if you go through my journal, I'm pretty much crying about everything in life there is to cry about. And my username before my gaming name was Trader Prad. My gaming moniker everywhere was actually Cry Some More, because all I did was cry about everything. So I will gladly cry, Mr. Brian Buckley. Where am I going to? I want to go see where. Oh, I gotta actually throw a couple orders over here. Awesome. So let's go to Affirm. Let's go see if Affirm's moving today. Affirm still to the downside. So we did go as high as 85, or was that in pre-market / open? Yeah, pre-market / open. We tried to go past 85. Didn't really happen. Came as low as $81 and actually cracked 81 to a 20-cent break of 81 to the downside. We're actually now waiting to see if the stock goes back to $80, which was the bounce point from yesterday. If we do go to 80, I'll gladly try to go long again. Any idea on Lucid Body? Lucid is currently coming back down to $37. The lower day is 36.71. I kind of like the long here, to be honest, but the question is, where does the volume really come from, and does the market really move for the next quite a bit? You know, we have 18 million shares traded here, the high of 39.06, so the rejection of 40 still coming into play for Lucid, even though I think a couple days ago we did go much higher than 40. I think we went as high as $41 or so, putting this chart back on 5-minute. So here we did go to 41, coming back down right now. Looking for that support back at 36, the obvious support that we've been watching, or even 36.50 if we do dip down there. But there you go, stock's kind of moving already in the direction that we wanted to. So maybe we just cross up and take this trade right up to $38, or just be hands off a little bit, because I'm not really ready to make any trades.
Okay, Prad, I think I should be good now, but I don't have switcher.
I can switch it. Here we go. Try talking.
Hey guys, I could see you on the chat that you could hear me. Thankfully, you guys found some solution. I'm bringing now the mic from the morning show, so let's try it out. And I want to share my trade today with you. Thank you very much, Prad, for doing a great job on that. I was trading M1.
I can't hear, Miss V. Yeah, can't hear. Back to us. Maybe your mic still not on over there. We'll figure it out soon. AMD, people are calling out AMD. Let's go check out this bad boy. Back to 140. Okay, I actually like the long here on AMD at 140. Let's go check out what the market's looking like. It's looking not bad, so we'll risk the 20 cent to the downside to see if we get this fill. We're actually going to cross up and take the fill at this point, because I don't want the stock to start running away from me, and I missed the trade on this. So for AMD, we're also going to throw out a stop on the break of 139. We'll just get out because I don't want to be holding it for too much. 139. Awesome. And now let's ride this rocket ship to the north side all the way to 141 or so. I'm not sure if we break 141.50, go back above VWAP, but we're just trying to get a nice little scalp on this trade, back to 141 at the moment, get a nice little 50-cent trade or so. Whatever Prad did mess it up. I don't no, I didn't mess up the audio. Beyond is beyond opinion on buy. So beyond, if you think, you know, that KFC news is substantial enough for the stock to go all the way up here and come back down, then yes, go for a buy. I don't think it's substantial enough, because any news of that catalyst should take the stock way higher and actually go test the $70 barrier or even $75 barrier. So the fact that we did not do that on this position, came all the way back down to pretty much yesterday's close. I don't really like the catalyst either. I'm not too bullish about that catalyst that came out. So I personally, I'm not looking for a long, and is the reason why I didn't even trade the stock today. Maybe I should have shorted it based on that, but my short level was about $70 or so, and the stock not getting there did not give me the opportunity to take the trade out of it. Facebook, let's go check out Facebook. Facebook, ooh, nice little pump on Facebook over here, going to the north side. SPY's actually now breaking VWAP, going up 47.80, breaking on the ES futures, that is. Let's see if that's going to help out AMD in a bit. Looks like, yeah, AMD is now kind of flat for my position. Nice little move on Facebook, not little, but nice move on Facebook over here, almost $2 from 332 right now. Trying to see on the 5-minute chart if we can take out the 100-day EMA, and looks like we are. Volume is coming into the market from I don't know where, but maybe it is Facebook by itself. So Facebook's moving. Apple's also coming over here and taking out the day's high, or trying to take out the day's high, almost trying to get flat on the day. Let's go check out what Microsoft's doing. Microsoft, wow, volume's coming in on your tech sector over here. Microsoft's starting to make a move too. So AMD is the one that we really need to start moving over here, which would be great. But if you guys remember, these AMDs and your NVIDIAs were a little bit lag lagging behind yesterday from the market. So maybe be a little bit careful. I'll go long on NVIDIA over here too, risking the low a day, which is basically 285.45. Maybe not. I'm basically risking the break of 286 over here because my entry is 286.55, and we're trying to see if we can capitalize on this move in the market and take these stocks back to VWAP at the moment, but not giving them too much room to the downside at the same time. So let me throw my stop out on the break of 286 to the downside. 285, 285.99, and if that breaks, we're just going to be out instantly, and we're not going to be worried about getting back in it. My goal right now is to protect my capital today, not trying to fight the battle with the market with at this time of the day especially, because if I'm trying to catch reversal trades, if I'm trying to catch bottoms, it's going to be past 1 o'clock now. After doing a lot of revision on my trades and a lot of journaling yesterday, I figured out I figured out that we're not going to be looking for reversals anytime before 2 o'clock, or sorry, before 1:30 at least these days. So NVIDIA actually breaking 285 to the downside over to 286 to the downside over there. We got stopped out for about 50 cents of our risk. Let's see if it's going to continue its down move over here on NVIDIA. Maybe I should have flipped short, because what was the low yesterday on NVIDIA, if I remember correctly? The low yesterday on NVIDIA was around $283.49, and we're currently at 285. So I am going to flip short right now and see if we can ride the stock to the downside reversal. AMD also stopped me out, so let's go check out AMD. We're also going to go short on AMD over here, see if we can also ride this one to the downside. Looks like that move on the market that we wanted did not really work out. Apple's getting rejected from the 100-day EMA on the 5-minute and are moved to the downside right now. Let's go check out the Facebook. I think Facebook was the one that was really pulling everything up. Facebook also getting rejected by the 100-day EMA on the 5-minute. Welcome to the Prad show. Thank you. Market slammed back down below the 50 and flushed. Man, oh man, indeed. Yeah, so look at that. I'm going to show you right now. This charts don't want to move for some reason, so I'll just pull it up over here. ES/H22 on CM. CM stands for Chicago market. Chicago CME. But here we go. So that 100-day EMA almost on the 5-minute, getting up there and just getting smacked to the downside. Market said, nope, not today for your longs, buddy boy. To the downside we go. So taking out everything. I got to also go check on a couple positions over here, see if I need to throw out some orders. And nope, we're good. Okay, now focusing on the show's much, but okay, don't say that, brother. All the shows are good. All the shows are great in their own perspectives and their own ways, and obviously the show wouldn't be there without the morning show. So you can't be throwing out words like that. Respect all hosts, respect every single trader, even the guests. Because we're doing this for your entertainment and for your education. So just have some fun with it. Let's go into PayPal. PayPal above 190. Let's go. Still holding up above 188 though. So we're trying to see if the stock dips back below 188 today. Kind of flat. Well, not kind of. Is flat on the day. Not really moving too much right now. We want to see if 190 breaks and goes below 190. Yesterday, I think the low of day was 187 something. 188.21 actually. So we're trying to see if the stock does dip back below all the way to 188 and takes us out. AMD now going to be in the money about 90 cents or so, trying to see if we can turn back AMD, which is negative on the day, to positive. So ride this rocket to the downside along with the market over here, looking for weakness. Look, where can AMD go according to the technicals? So let's go check it out a bit. AMD, according to my line, I have a line that I've drawn, and then I also have a line that coincides perfectly with the Fibonacci pivot point, which is 138.60. So I guess I'm holding the short right now till 138.60 to the downside. Let's see if it's actually going to end up panning out, or is the market whipsaw action, up and down movements gonna stop us out again on our shorts over here and not really help us out on the downside either. AMD, NVIDIA move up the sector SOX. Thank you. I'm going to look for some other stocks over here. I can't Relax, I have to make Dorito money. Dorito chips. You got to stack them chips like Frito-Lay, baby. Roblox. Let's go check out Roblox. Roblox kind of just doing nothing over here still, huh? So like I do want to short the stock back around $94, $95, being the opening price was $95.52. Kind of hands off on it because we're not really dipping too far to the downside on this position. I think there's still buyers coming in, especially because of so we'll ignore that comment actually, but there are buyers coming in because someone else was someone bought calls on this, or leaps I believe, on Roblox. So we're trying to see if buyers come in on Roblox, on a firm, sorry, not a firm, on Micron, on a bunch of other positions. SPY actually getting ready to go again to the downside, so come on, let's go short everything. Apple still holding up a little bit over here. Coffee money in the house. I don't really drink coffee, but yes, coffee money in the house. I think anyone who drinks coffee, more the merrier. Enjoy your caffeine, but I've never really got into caffeine like that for some reason. Let's go talk about the volume leader of the day, which is obviously your Fords and your T-Mobile. That's so strange. So you have 121 million, and then right after that you have 36 million. So big difference in volume over there happening in the market. So let's talk about T-Mobile, see if the stock is up or down. Stock is up 4% right now, beautifully ripping. Let's see how high can we go, obviously, is the question. I'm going to pull it up on the dailies. This one's going to take quite a bit to load, so let's just load it up over here instead. Pull it up on the dailies. So T-Mobile, we're trying to see where can we go to. So that can see this level right now coming into play around $27. I'll actually try to go short in front of that level if we go back a little bit higher. So I'll wait for the perfect price execution to come in on those bad boys. AMD 30 cents in the money right now. This one's not working again, so let me link it to chart 1, apply. NVIDIA, sorry, not AMD, now 30 cents in the money going to the downside. We're looking for somewhere around yesterday's low, which was 283 something. What's that? 283.49. So we'll throw out an exit off half of our shares. How much do we have? So half of our shares at 284 maybe. And we'll see if we can take it back to the downside over here for all of these. But NASDAQ making a little bit of a pop. If I can show you NASDAQ. NASDAQ making a pop back to the north side over here. Not really helping up on the shorts either. So there we go, holding up on the low end. AMD now 22 cents out of the money, but we're waiting to see if 144 actually gets taken out. Might just add to my position at 144. Sorry, 140. Why am I saying 144? There, I'm just going to add to my position. And now we have our full weightage, trying to see if AMD can flush over here. But keep in mind, your market's trying to go up a little bit. A lot of buyers just hit 140, but there could have been not an inverse, but an iceberg seller at 140. So keeping my eyes on the tape a little bit longer, filtering the tape while I'm talking about it to see only shares above 100 and not anything lower, and see if we can get stopped out on this for a loser, or can we turn AMD into one of our big wins of the day today by taking the short to the downside. Squeeze SYTA possible. Here comes AMD, ripping to the upside a little bit. Is it gonna rip or is it gonna come back down? No real buyers coming up above 140 is what I'm noticing. So if I scroll down the tape a little bit, so we popped above 140 and then buyers didn't really show up as you want them to. So there we go, back down 140 instantly. Kind of an idea of how to read tape over here. Blue is basically red and yellow is basically green at least on my platform. That's how I have it set up to help me color code my trades a little bit better. So we'll see. Once again, we're back above 140, but we want to see big orders coming in, punching the offers. Looking at the market is trying to make a pop over here, so being a little extra careful on my AMD. Gonna move away from it a little bit. Let's go to NVIDIA, see if NVIDIA's coming back to the downside a little bit, indeed, trying to help us out maybe on our positions. And then we'll see if some of you guys are looking at how do I filter the tape. It depends on what platform you're looking at, but on P Pro 8, if you are with P Pro 8, which is Day Trade the World's platform, you right click on SZ, and you filter the tape based on Here, I'll just show you. So this little box shows up, and then you hit filter, activate filter, and then greater by 99 shares or whatever you want to filter by. A good rule of thumb, I guess, is what Greg teaches us, is filtering your tape over here by the size that you're actually going to trade with. That way you only see size that you want to see, or at least size that's going to be moving along with you. When is the FOMC meeting? FOMC meeting is around 2 o'clock. So that meeting notes come out at 2 o'clock today. NVIDIA 30 cents out of the money. AMD now 30 cents out of the money too. Not really helping us out over here. I'm on the NVIDIA on this bottom again, loading them up, baby, loading them up. I actually was thinking about loading up on the NVIDIA over here too, trying to see if we can add more for the short side. You know, clearly market not looking like it wants to go any higher, so we do want to be having a little bit of a bigger position over here. What is my current average? 285.22. So we'll just cross up over here, take the short on NVIDIA, see if we can ride this bad boy to the downside. Obviously, Lucid is ripping. Let's go check out Lucid. LCID. Wow, Lucid indeed. I should have, I guess, taken that long, but did dip a little bit lower than I planned to. I guess I was talking about the long at 37. Actually, no, it didn't dip at all. So the lower day is still 36.71, and Lucid is getting ready to now go back higher. I should have just taken the entry. Oh, well, boohoo. But now, how high do we go is a story. Just now taking out the VWAP. We got the 50-day EMA over here on the 5-minute and the 100-day EMA on the at 38.30. Yeah, 38.30. Obviously, I'm not sure if we get back all the way to $40 today on this position, but if we do, I'm going to be very happy for Lucid, because a lot of people are looking for that breakout above 40. Sorry, guys, give me a second. There's a wire under my feet. A lot of people are looking for that breakout above 40 and ride this position to the north side. Baidu and JD moving, but one thing I gotta go check on is NVIDIA right now. NVIDIA coming back to the downside. I'm focusing on the market. Let's go. Nasdaq coming back to the down. NVIDIA now in the positive for us for the day. So let's see if we can start taking some profits anywhere, or do we want to hold it to? I did say 284 is going to be my target. So 284, we'll take out some bag over there at 284 and maybe hold the rest to the downside, back to flat on this position. So very whipsaw action. So let's go check out Miss V. Are you good to go? No? So you want me to do the super chat? I'm taking away Miss V's job over here. I feel bad. Baidu and JD ripping again. 150 coming in. Let's go check out Baidu. Baidu indeed moving right now, going to the north side. Let's see where Baidu wants to go. A little bit of, actually, volume not really increasing. So this could just be the volume candle that we saw from earlier. We want to see a bigger ramp up in volume for Baidu and for JD. Let's go check out JD over here. Smells good, huh? Smells like chicken. What else is gonna smell like, Miss V? Chicken and chicken. So JD over here also making a move to the north side along with Baidu. Let's see if we can take out the high day at 65.60, and obviously we need much more increase in volume because we're going to go into lunchtime right now, and if volume doesn't ramp up before lunchtime, I'm not sure if volume will ramp up during lunchtime. NVIDIA now coming down, baby. Let's go. Oh, baby. SPYs actually cracked to the downside. Let me show you the SPYs over here. SPYs actually took out the lower day, maybe. Not sure that was the lower day, but no, not the lower day. But we are cracking to the lows over here. Let's see if we can start turning AMD also in the profit position. AMD just slightly in the negative right now. There we go. And let me show you our QQQs. Come on, load up. There we go. QQQ's getting ready to go to the downside. 53 cents in the money for NVIDIA. We'll start taking some profits over here. Take our first little exit, and then we'll try to see if we can take more on the way down right now. NVIDIA turning to get NVIDIA on the profit side of the day, and AMD not too far out, man. Come on, AMD. You can do this too. You can do it. You can do it. Tesla cracked too. Tesla did not go to 1180. Sorry, I thought Tesla was going to go to 1180 off this opening rip, and I was going to try a small short over there. So obviously did not work out. Tesla actually turned around at 1170, did go as high as 1170.35, coming back down right now, trying to see support back at 1130 or so, which was the low of day yesterday. Let's see if Tesla can hold up there one more time, or are we going to crack that to the downside and go much lower. My guess is we don't go much lower than that, but obviously anything is possible in this market. I'd be careful. I'm just taking out a little bit more of my bag out over here. That way this first entry is kind of not valid anymore. Now my average average price is higher than the previous entry over here. So just taking out this scalp or this entry and now holding this entry over here to see if we can ride it much more to the downside. AMD just struggling a little bit, so I might just take out the first little bag of, no, I'm gonna hold it. Why would I take it out? That's such a dumb call right there to even think about taking some out. We're gonna hold it because we want the stock to go take out the lower day and go all the way down to, I believe I had a line at 138.06 or something. What was my line over there on AMD? Let's go to one day. It was 138.60, so not 06. So we're waiting for 138.60 to come in. We're not moving until then, baby. 69 cents in the money for NVIDIA. Let's go. Palantir. Yeah, did you guys just buy like 15 million mics for her? What's going on? They just, honestly, they tried like 3 mics, yo. This is insane. All right, Palantir, 1788, still holding up. I think I might just try for a long over here on Palantir. My charts are not loading up, so let's actually go to the 1 minute instead. There we go. Palantir coming. Ooh, man, I want to really go focus on AMD real quick, guys. And then, okay, AMD's not doing much. We'll go back to Palantir. Palantir low a day, kind of around exactly where yesterday's low a day was. So look at this, 1780, 1785. And yesterday end of day bounce, the stock literally moved all the way over here. If you guys are on platforms like, you know, that we are, where you can keep on scalping positions all day without having to worry about fees and everything, then this is what you would do over here today too. Just keep on getting long at the bottom, scalp it on the way up, and then maybe you can build for a position for later on in the day, all the way back to VWAP, which is $18, sorry, and 20 cents.
Yay, I think they can hear me.
Yeah, awesome.
Can
Let's
you
do
go
it.
to
We
double
can hear
pin?
Miss V, test Miss V, yeah.
Yeah, you can put both our faces.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, I'm finally back. Thank you so much for supporting me on the chat. I love you all, and I'm super excited to be back. A huge shout out to Rob and Lucas for making something on the way. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, finally I can share my trade. Can you show my screen, Prad?
For sure.
Sorry for interrupting you there randomly.
No, you're good,
I was so excited. Guys, today I was not trading Tesla. Actually, I would hit my Tesla animation, but unfortunately my stream deck also not working. Already I was short on NY and Z. I got into the trade at 17.29, and guys, I was waiting it to break 18 level and hold it below 18, so I'm sure it's kind of dead. And when it did it and hold it strong below 18, I decided to get into short trade, and it turned perfect for me. So I got it at 17.28, I got out at 16.70, then at 16.39, then at 15.94, then 15.73, and the last out 15.24. Well, stock fell all the way to 14.74 now. So congratulations everyone who also was short on MY and Z. And while we're here, we've got a new member, Emmanuel Sander Sai J. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the green side. Shout out to all the members, to all the viewers, guys. Thank you for being with us, and don't forget to like this video.
Let's try that again, Miss V. So I'll put it on this one. So say Sundar Singh. Emmanuel Sundar Singh. Awesome.
J.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Welcome to the green side.
Welcome.
Close enough, yeah, but you know, I like teaching Miss V how to do Indian words, or like, and she teaches me Russian.
Yes.
It's you know, we enjoy teaching each other new language over here. Well, it's not language, it's name, but you know, that's you know, just helping each other out.
I love learning new from you. and from you guys.
AMD actually not helping us out over here,
Still
burning
both
me.
of us.
And look at the buyers actually
Prad.
piling up. Sorry, Miss V?
It's still both of us.
Oh, still both of us. Sorry. So let's go over here. Why does that button not cancel it out? I thought it was supposed to cancel out. So that bid got taken out. So I'm not sure what's going on. I got to focus on AMD over here quite a bit, a little extra, I guess, because you know, someone got put 200 lots over there. That 200 lots got tested, and we're just taking levels out. So on that move over here, I think I'm just gonna get myself out of the short and get back in at a different price, because this is not looking good. What's going on over here on AMD? Like, the amount of shares we're just printing right now at 140 level is kind of nuts. I want to focus on this a little bit harder. So it has to go down, right? The size just keeps on getting put on, it gets taken out, keeps on getting put on, keeps getting taken out. So there's a seller. There we go. That's the move that we're looking for to kick us out. I'm gonna focus on this right here. I'm confused. I'm so confused right now. This
Why?
tape reading is not working right now on AMD. So I think I'm just gonna get out of here. We're gonna get back out, come back in at a different price point. We're gonna take that loss at the moment. AMD almost as big as a loser as Roblox for us, but we'll get back in based on what the market wants to do here. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a mistake to get out most likely. Let's see if we pop back. I'll probably get back in over here. We'll throw out an entry. It's gonna move at this point. This is gonna be a mistake over here. There we go. We're gonna get back in over here right now, and we're gonna not worry about it for a while now. Just move on from it, Praddy. You're just letting them shake you out, shake and bake you out. Can you check Bed Bath & Beyond for sure? I think Bed Bath & Beyond actually has earnings coming up, right, Miss V?
Sorry, what?
Bed Bath & Beyond earnings. When is Bed Bath?
Tomorrow before the market opens.
Tomorrow before market opens. So thank you, Miss V, for doing the homework for us over there. Bed Bath & Beyond coming into before market opens. So obviously the short interest on that stock should be a little high. Where's my trade ideas? Trade ideas. There it is. BBBY. BBB. There we go. 42.4. 42.4. Percent short float on Bath & Beyond with 97 million float. So we're trying to see if the earnings come out great, which you know, obviously a little doubtful. But if the earnings come out great, we're gonna be happy for Bed Bath & Beyond, because the pop that's gonna come out of there, it's gonna put the position really to the north side. Nvidia now $95 cents in the money. So let's take out a little bit more over here. Ooh, let's go Nvidia. Nvidia's cracking to the downside. So we'll take out a little bit more over here, and we'll hold the last few shares that we have to see how low can we go. So on that note, let me actually throw my stop out for break even. Learn on the show with you guys. 285, let's just do 286, and then do 285.55. So if we do get caught on the way back up over here, we get stopped out for break even, hopefully, or at least, like, at best lose like a couple pennies on this position, because, you know, Day Trade the World's order types over here. You guys heard Neil and Sean talking about it yesterday. You don't slip too much as long as, you know, you set up your orders perfectly. So it's an absolute beauty over here. So where are we going to? Nvidia is moving. We're gonna go back to Bed Bath & Beyond. So as I was talking about Bed Bath & Beyond, if earnings come out great with the 40% short float, there's a possible pop coming in to scare out the shorts. Obviously, we'll see if that's a possibility. I think $17 was the high last time the earnings report came out. Let's go check on that. Actually, when was the last earnings report? Right here. So the earnings report came out, and the stock went from a high of opening of 16 to a high of $18. So we're looking to see if the earnings report comes back and does something similar, and actually puts the stock well above the next range over here. AMD once again out of the money, but we're not going to worry about it too much. For most of last year too, it would be green, and when Nasdaq was red. AT&T. Is it still ripping right now? So AT&T actually coming down off those highs. Looks like 26.72 is going to be the high of day, coming down to VWAP right now for a mean reversion of a trade on that. AMD 34 cents out of the money. We're actually taking out the 50-day EMA. Might have to kick myself out of this trade one more time. Looking at the markets to see if the markets are making some sort of a move overall, or do I just add back onto my short here to see if AMD can take out 140 to the downside one more time. We'll wait for the short maybe around 141 or so instead of adding at where we are right now. Our average being 139.99. GNPX looks like it's ready to rip. Let's go check out GNPX. Oh, that's on NASDAQ. GNPX with 8 million shares traded today. Looks like it's ready to rip apparently. Look, the chart's not loaded yet. Give me a second. There we go, right on the snap of a finger. So 2.3 being the low of day today. Just now taking out the 100-day EMA on the 1-minute chart. Let's see if we can get all the way back to VWAP. Obviously, low volume right now going into lunchtime. We got about 4 minutes for the official lunch clock to click on. But, you know, volume already has been decreasing for quite a while now on this position. We want to see if we can keep on going higher with such low volume back to VWAP or so. And if that does happen, then we're looking to see if rejection comes in, because the stock is now down 14% on the day with SSR. So that means you can't short it by taking out liquidity on the bids. You can only get picked up on the uptick. So when the stock is going up is the only time you can get short on this. And these rules are going to stick on until tomorrow. Usually the SSR rules stay for 2 days. The day that the rule kicked on and the next day after that. The daily chart, yeah, indeed. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys were watching this, got a nasty pop on the daily charts for the stock yesterday with a big ramp up in volume too. I think we traded around 200 million shares yesterday. Went all the way as high as what, $3.99? No, actually $3.90, and giving back half of that rise up today, so not looking good. However, QQQs and SPYs are looking like they want to come back to the north side. I'm getting ready to get myself out of this trade at the moment to see if we're gonna, you know, take this L, come back in on the short side at a different price point. So here we go, QQQ holding up almost by low a day and starting to make a little bit of a bump up north side, which is not good for our AMD short. I felt like I had the read right, but I was getting very confused on that read because, you know, 140 size just kept getting put on and he just kept getting sold to, and he just kept refreshing his size again and again and again. So it was just the fact that there was a buyer loading up his orders, and if sellers are not going to sell more and more to him, then the chances are that he just keeps loading and the stock starts popping. So that's what my fear was. So now we're because of that out 42 cents out of the money on this position. Nvidia almost retracing back to being our flat. So we'll just kick ourselves out over here for Nvidia be in the profit, and now we're just having to battle AMD for a little bit. Missy,
I'm preparing a heat map for you.
okay. AMC, let's go check out AMC. Oh my, AMC 6.66% to the downside, obviously. Where do we go to is the question. People are saying $10. Ooh, man, I don't know. I think, you know, a lot of calls for $23 were sold recently. So if we hold up at 23, that's going to be great. Today for an intraday scalp long, I think 23 level long is a pretty decent idea of a long at least. We'll see if that ends up working out for AMC. Currently bouncing off, looks like around 23.64. Looking for a retest of the 50-day EMA on the let's go back to 5-minute here. Looking for a retest of the 50-day EMA or VWAP, which are currently at $24, kind of high up north side. CHEWY, so Chewy CHWY. CHWY, less than 1 million shares traded today on Chewy, trying to see where the stock can go to. The high of day being 55.20. Looks like we're just slightly short of the high of day right now, with slightly less than 1 million shares. So not sure. Oh, that's the pre-market. That's yesterday. Kind of hold it up in yesterday's range a little bit. Yesterday's close price a little bit, and then started making a pop. Now we're looking to see if the stock can keep on going. Obviously, lack of volume. Would like to see a big ramp up in volume if it wants to keep on going higher, because the market is just showing weakness to us. It's not getting ready to go back to VWAP anytime soon. So let me just show you what NASDAQ is looking like here. NQ.H22 on CM. So this is your NASDAQ coming back to the downside, and your ES H22 CM also coming back to the downside.
Prad, Fed's meeting at 2 p.m. today, Fed's minutes, and do you have any plan for that? Are you going to be flat by that time?
Yeah, so most likely going to be flat out of all my positions by that time, and then looking for opportunities based on anything that are around that news.
Okay.
Probably try to catch some dips on stocks that were really oversold, or trying to short something that was really overbought off of that article, or anything that comes out.
Okay, cool.
So just on that news for me, yeah.
Yeah. Same here, actually. And by the way, guys, while we're here, why don't we smash the like button? We have now 535 likes, 2,742 people watching. So team, yesterday we got, I believe, 1,100. The day before we got 1,300. So let's break 1,300 today. If we get 1,500, it would be so nice, guys. So please smash the like button. And Prad, if you can show my screen, I'll help you guys to find the like button. It's right under the video you're watching, so please click this thumb, turn it black and to the upside, and everyone will be happy. Back to you, Prad.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss V, for the like o'clock. ES, I'm sorry, we're not talking about ES right now. Where we're going to, NES is in motion again. NES on Amex, if I remember correctly. It is indeed. Good job to my memory. Let's go. So NES right now, let's see if the volume is actually picking up. It's a $2 stock, $3 stock, I guess, with about 1 million shares. That's really too low of a volume on NES, but we want a lot more. Currently with 14% to the north side, however, so the stock is trying to keep on climbing. Let's see how high can we go is the question. Kind of should have stayed zoomed out a little bit. So this high over here is obviously going to stand out, which is a pre-market level from yesterday. So the $3.10 is going to stand out. Let's see if we can actually even manage to break $3 to begin with the increase in volume, or are we just going to go back to the downside and reside in yesterday's range around $2.80 or so. Please, can you check DraftKings? For sure. So DraftKings, we were talking about it earlier today. DraftKings actually breaking 26 to the downside, now 25.59. Not looking good. 26 breaking. The volume candle coming in over here. Looks like that's the biggest of the day right now. Taking out multiple levels over here. Where is the support coming in is a big question. Market ripping to the north side again this time. Taking out my AMD position. So AMD not looking good. We'll see if we can get back in short. Obviously at AMD near 141 or so. I kind of want to stop myself out over here and get back in. So maybe I should do that right now based on this move, or do I just add at 141 instead? Let's see. I think I'm just going to stop myself out over here, guys, and get back in later on at 141. So we're just going to stick to our stops. We took a 30-cent loss over there, or I think 40 cent actually. What's my fill at? I got filled at 33, so we took about a 32, 35-cent loss on that, and we'll come back in closer to VWAP, which is 141 or so. If market starts ripping a little bit more over here, that is a possibility to give us a nice little fill. Let's go back to Apple or Nvidia to see if any one of these ones are moving. Zoom in over here, go that way. So Apple coming back to 179 a little bit. Where's Microsoft and where's Facebook? Microsoft doing kind of nothing. And where's Facebook at? Facebook came back down after giving a nice little pop. So looks like not really doing a whole lot. Going back to AMD, I'm going to regret punching myself out of my trade. Aren't I? Of course I am. AMC to the downside. Miss V, you have something?
Let's take a look at heat map, Prad. Broader look at S&P 500 index. It's now down 0.22%. Not too much, but I can see a lot of redness on the board. Bye. Thank you, Prad. All right, let's start with our cruise lines and travel stocks. Cruise lines, guys, negative today. I got lost of this. It should be here. It should be here. All right. Expedia down. Hilton is down. Las Vegas Sands, Spain Resorts, MGM all negative. Airlines on industrials in here, guys. Also mixed, I believe. All right, let's start with information technology and semiconductors. Adobe is down more than 4%. Oracle is down 1.20%. AMD is down more than 3%, and Nvidia is down more than 2%. Looks like a second negative day for tech sector. Pharmaceuticals and healthcare are mixed, but we can see that Pfizer is up more than 2%, while Moderna on the opposite is negative, down 3.7% at the bottom of pharmaceuticals sector. All right, consumers, Pan National is negative. Starbucks is down 1.5%. Retailers are mixed. Etsy is down 1.72%. Ulta Beauty is down 0.82%, while eBay is up 1.26%. Real estate is mostly negative. Communication and media sector is mixed. Facebook is down 1.24%. Netflix is also down. Food and beverages are positive today. Energy sector is very positive. Financial sector with banks is mixed, but mostly positive. Auto sector is mixed. Ford is up 1%. Remember, yesterday it was up around 13%. That's what's going on. Prad, how's QQQ doing?
QQQ is going up right now, but still
That's
down
good.
0.8% on the day.
Okay.
Oh, back to me?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So we're looking for more opportunities to get short on AMD over here, but struggling a little bit. So gonna be hands off, like I said, once again, waiting for the stock to come back to 141 or so to maybe to get a fill. I did try 140.50, but I just closed back at 140.50. Did not want to be holding that a little bit because the thing, if market wants to rip over here, it could keep on going back to VWAP. At which point I'll wait for that fill later on. Focusing on some of these other moves over here, SENS on New York, on Amex. On Amex with 18 million shares traded today, $2.9 stock. Where can we go to is the question. SENS, for sure.
Yeah, just not to butt in, but I was trading SENS this morning, and the point that got made in the chat there from Tyrone about 85 holding. Yeah, I mean, most of the outs you've been able to get down here have been 85. This is that top on your 15 from the previous week. It's like an 80 to 82 level. So it just looks like previous resistance here is turning into support on SENS. I'm kind of thinking, I'm not really bailing on it yet. I still think that $3 level, you go back to the 23rd, that little high here. I think that $3 level can still be the out. But if it breaks VWAP, it could have legitimately found a real bid here. So the short may or may not be done. I don't have much left of it. If I had more of the position, I'd be taking some out in the 90s. It's caught a decent bid here. That's legit support in my opinion. It held up there multiple times. But until it breaks 3, it's still in a bit of a downward trend. That's the key level. It gets back above 3, and I think it's got something cooking.
So while I was watching AMD at 140.50, there was a bid offer that got put on, and then the stock just started flushing to the downside. So I'm just chasing the stock down. I took out liquidity multiple levels off the bid, basically helping the offer push down the stock with him. I kind of front ran that offer a little bit. Not sure if he's gonna follow down with me or even if it's a fake order. But at the end of the day, that move in the market over here and that order helping me out to get short one more time, and now actually put AMD probably to my best stock of the day. Let's go. Let's go AMD. Take out these lower day right now. Let's start taking some profits over here. Let's turn the stock back into the positive, and let's take it all the way back to the best stock of the day. Obviously, I'm gonna doubt if it's gonna beat Rivian. We're just battling right now to see if we can take it to the profit side. Honestly, Nasdaq getting back to lower day. Can we actually take out the lower day is the question for AMD, which is 139.45. Come on, take out that 140 and just keep on flushing. You want to. I'm just happy right now that after battling AMD for so long, it's no longer one of my negative stock. At least it's unrealized, not negative anymore. I'm just, come on AMD, why are you holding up at this 140 so hard? gonna take out another half bag over there. Let's see if we can hold the rest of these shares to the downside. If SPYs can keep flushing over here, Nasdaq can take out the lows, then there is a possibility that AMD really flushes over here. So there we go. That's the lows I'm talking about, Nasdaq. And if I pull up my SPY ETF, bang. So this is what, SPY kind of making a little bit of a pop back north. So not really helping me out too much over here. But come on, you know you want to go downside. Banks, Echo, Prad. Oh, there's an Echo on my side. Hopefully it's gone. Banks. Let's go check out Banks. JP Morgan, JPM, on New York. So $166 stock today at 5 million shares traded. Kind of flat on the day. I thought banks were going to be ripping, honestly, but flat on the day today. Even though it is negative, it is only down 0.5%. Let's see if the XLF sector is doing anything. Not on New York, Prad. It's on Amex. You know that. Come on. So XLF sector, what is this one doing today? My guess is flat. Yeah, so kind of flat also. Stuck in the pre-market ranges. Let's see if we can actually start moving in one direction or the other. Helping out your banks over here, which is your JP Morgan, your Goldman. As Miss V always says, Goldman sucks.
Goldman sucks.
And then what's another bank that I can't think of right now? WFC, Wells Fargo. Thank you. Wells Fargo. Where's Wells Fargo today? Also flat. Roku, does it have more downside? So you're saying Roku is down today, eh? Okay, where's Roku? Roku, $204. Wow. So we're actually breaking the back to the downside. We kind of held up at 220 quite a bit on Roku. Now we're going to go test 200 again. If you guys remember, you know, when Roku was in your 400s, I was the biggest bear. And now that we're at 200s, I'm still a big bear. Nothing changes. So we're trying to see if Roku takes out 200 to the downside anytime soon and actually crack today 203.92 being the low of day, which actually right now making the new low of day while we're talking about it. So how low can we go is the question, obviously. What just happened? What just happened? Something just got filled for me. Oh, awesome. I'm getting more shares over here on I just got filled on CERN. So I'm just focusing on a different position at the moment. Let me throw out an order over there and we'll move on from that bad boy. Awesome. AMD, let's go check out AMD. 30 cents in the money now. Still stuck over here at 140. Really annoying me. I'm not sure why 140 is such a sticky price, but if you're that sticky, then we're just going to get out of the trade. Goodbye. We'll only hold a quarter of our trade now to what's our last entry? 140.25? No, then just completely goodbye. I'll either take the breakout of the lower day at 139.45 or something. Maybe take the 139.50 breakout short, or I'll get back in short above 140.50. I'm no longer holding this. I did my goal, which was get flat on this trade today. I tried to make it go higher on the negative side, but keep in mind, you know, 2 o'clock Fed meeting, your market's really struggling to take out the lower days. SPYs are trying to go back to VWAP right now, so I'm not having fun watching this. You know, just be stuck over here. If it does take out the low, whatever, I've achieved my goal of just getting flat on this position right now after battling the long and the short side. So we'll fight the stock again, maybe at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or so. Back in on the zero LFT. So LFT over here stands for loss from top. So we're back in the positive territories where we haven't lost a single dollar from the morning. Basically, is the idea. So here it goes. I'm gonna regret it. No, we're gonna move on, whatever. Hopefully you're in the trade, blah 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 blah. You'll see me regret about it in the notes later tonight at 7 o'clock or so. Nvidia, where is Nvidia? Maybe we can take a short on Nvidia. No, we can't because we didn't. Whatever.
I wish I could hit Prad Bear today, but I don't have my animation even working.
I'll do it for you. Next, Prad Bear. Awesome. Is your stream deck down today?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, Goldman sucks day for me today.
Oh, Miss V. Let me just throw a couple orders here to manage a couple positions, and awesome. Where we're going to FOMO trader, not a FOMO trader, but really tissue paper hands trading, honestly. So that's all it is at the end of the day, because I don't have enough conviction in my ideas. Like end up taking decent longs, decent shorts, but I don't have enough conviction on my trades more than half the time, and I end up taking such paper traded exits. But you know, yesterday, if I calculated my potential risk to reward yesterday was about 10x. For every dollar that I risked, I could have basically made 10x the reward, but it didn't happen that way, right? So I did not sleep well, and I'm kind of doing something similar. This was supposed to be a 3-hour trade. It gave me a 7-hour trade. You think that's gonna help me sleep in peace? Nope, not today. AMD's gonna take out this low over here. I'm gonna cry about it 100%. So you know, it is what it is. You'll learn eventually, right? You know, keep on practicing on how to improve on your systems like I am right now. I'm trying to improve on my system slowly and gradually, and eventually we'll get there to the pinnacle of the totem pole where we are the kings, baby. We are the grand champions. We are the champions. All right.
My friend.
Yes, Miss Lee. Yes. Hey, Prad, what are you expecting out of CERN? I'm expecting the stock to go down because I'm short. So we'll see what happens on it, obviously. It's just a buyout stock. We're waiting for it to go to the downside. Don't be hard on yourself. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the worst time to trade. Preach, brother, preach. 100% accurate. You know, just fighting algorithms over here. And I'm just glad that I was able to keep my money in my pocket and not feed a JP Morgan algo. Prad, thoughts on HOTH right now, right around 102. HOTH. Let's go check out HOTH. HOTH down 21%. Sheesh. So yesterday we got a nasty move off of 70 cents all the way to $1.20. The stock is down, obviously, giving back most of its gains from yesterday. Could be profit taking, could be a lot of things that's causing the position to come to the downside over here. Pretty drastically, that too. Now the question is, long, or you're just asking my thoughts at 102. My thoughts is, you know, honestly, I don't really trade stocks of these kinds. You know, the low floats. I'm guessing how much is a hot flow over here? 19 million shares. So I don't really trade stocks like you know, like these too much. So I can't really tell you how I would be trading these. But overall, you know, $1 should be support based off of this move. The stock will delist if it's not above $1. So that's a general idea. If you are closer to $1, you know, look for a long scalp back to maybe $1.01 or to $1.10 or maybe higher, even $1.15. But as soon as the dollar breaks, maybe you want to get out, or you can give it to the risk of the low a day at least. The right thing would be to give the risk low a day. But it really depends on you, right? Okay, Berkshire. Who's trading Berkshire Hathaway, dude? Come on, that's like $100,000, $300,000 stock. How many chat groups are too many chat groups to be in per day? Honestly, I don't like being in chat groups to begin with, because, you know, I was the type of trader who always blamed other people for my losses. You know, it was his fault, it was her fault, it was his fault, it was their fault. So it was always somebody else's fault for a loss. It was never my fault. So I instantly left all chat groups and I focused on my own executions. And ever since then, is when I've started becoming, like, you know, really focusing on my trades. So it really depends on you. If chat groups are helping you, then go for it. If they're not, then you know, obviously I wouldn't say do anything with that side. This stock is kind of hurting me a little bit. Let's see, we're gonna just load up the bag on CERN short and see if we can take it back to the downside. PayPal getting the other network boost. The other network boost. I like it. Let's go check out PayPal. Oh boy, CERN is kind of burning me. Obviously, we gotta hold it a little bit over here. Let's see if that's gonna be my last order on this stock today. How did I get filled more than I had the order for? How is that even possible, CERN? Come on. Unbelievable. All right. You need to learn critical thinking. Where we're going to check out Manchester United. MU, is it? Is that even a ticker? On New York? It is. Nope, it's Micron's MU. What am I saying? I can't pull up Manchester United. Said it's probably in a different market. Manchester. Manu. Okay, Manu. Awesome. So it is just like the team name. So let's go check out Manu on New York. Manu on New York, less than 100,000 shares. So I'm not sure how you'd be even trading this stock right now. It's not even moving at all. It's a $14 stock with 100,000 shares. So nothing to really be looking at. Where's the YouTube chat?
I know you and the viewers say that AT&T beat boring stock, but since yesterday when they announced that they team up with NVIDIA, it's up around 4% on the day, so maybe we can take a look at T.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually looking at AT&T earlier today, kind of doing some sort of moves over here. Where is it? AT&T on New York. So there we go. AT&T absolutely ripping, making a new high day right now. We actually broke the previous high day that we were looking at. I think when we were watching this stock, it was around this move here coming down to VWAP, and now good to see that we found support before VWAP. We're getting ready to rip right now. Let's see, obviously, how high is the stock gonna go to. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, CERN is really burning me. I gotta really go check on CERN here real quick. Looks like if 93 gets taken out, we might have to just get stopped out on our CERN position over here. Not sure where this pop is coming from on CERN. Maybe the shorts are getting squeezed right now on this account. The stock. Usually around these prices, probably people were loading up short. They're getting squoze right now, and that's what's bringing in the pop. I'm trying to risk the 93 high, and if 93 breaks, obviously, I'm going to give back a lot of my day today, which is not going to be good. So we really need the stock to come back to the downside, see if we can do something similar to yesterday, which is short before 93, and hopefully bring it back to 92.55 or so. But right now, we're pretty deep out of the money, almost 10 cents out of the money on the stock. 10 cents out of the money for stocks like these buyouts is kind of far out because, you're just loading up the bag on the size end at least. Where are we going to next? Not Prad's day. No, we're still up on the day, but I just don't want to give back my day on something that actually makes my day. So, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. If my shorts get squeezed, they get squeezed. This is the luck of the draw sometimes. But, we're still up on the week, still up on the month, still up on the year. 3 days in, so that's good to go.
MDL on the chat is asking, tomorrow the market is open? Yes, of course, tomorrow and Friday we have absolutely normal trading week.
Tomorrow's Friday?
Tomorrow's Thursday and Friday, I mean.
Yeah. Exactly. Here, I'll put your face on, Miss V.
Okay.
And do you want to do another like o'clock or anything?
Sure, let's do this, guys. Just around 1 hour, 30 minutes left until the end of market movers. Prad is doing fantastic job here. Thank you so much. Everything broke on my side. So I would really appreciate, guys, if you support me, my Goldman Sachs day, and Prad doing amazing. And give us a like. It's absolutely free. Costs zero. But so much pleasant to us to know that you enjoy what we do, and we have 2,500 people watching. And guys, each of you have a like button. If you just joined us or forgot, do it right now. And if you're not logged in, we would really appreciate if you do so you can give us likes. Back to you, Prad.
Thank you, Miss V. Are you cold, Miss V? People are asking you in chat.
I am cold. My heater is on.
Yeah, fair. I don't even feel it today.
Because this heater is so, if it's on the low, it's very low. If it's on the medium, my back is burning. So every time I should switch between low, medium, low, medium, low, medium.
You have to keep playing with it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How many words per minute can y'all type? I usually range from like 70 to 110, I think was my most, the highest number that I've hit on words per minute. So it ranges from the best day to worst day and goes all over the place. But my average is like 89, 90. usually around those levels. AMD, God, am I glad for kicking myself out of that trade because Spike just kept ripping to VWAP and went higher than VWAP over there. Nasdaq held up at the bottoms and is getting ready to. So I'm very happy with my read over here. It gave me a great 50-cent scalp in front of 140.50. I saw size got put up, and then I chased that size to the downside. I front ran him. I forced the stock to the downside a little bit by just taking out liquidities, and then watching the stock come all the way down to 140 and not really move too much from 140 while SPYs were going to the high side, and while Nasdaq was not really taking out the bottoms over there. All indications for me to just get out my trade, take my quick little scalp, and call it a day, because AMD, which was my biggest loser of the day, is now profitable, and my only loser stock is Roblox. So Roblox is my only down stock of the day, unless CERN obviously screws me over and ends up being my biggest down of the day ticker. So Roblox over here could have actually turned Roblox into a positive stock too if I traded it properly, but obviously it did not. Currently holding up at 92.50 or so, a low of day being 91.95, kind of around what yesterday's low of day was also on this position. We'll see where Roblox ends up going on to later on in the day.
Brad, by the way, I want to give a big shout out to Stephen Howard, who was trading MY and Z with me. Hi, Stephen. Wow, I'm so happy you jumped on the same trade as me. And maybe we can MY and Z. I'll pull it up and you can show my screen, Brad.
For sure.
Yeah, with my trades. Yes, so guys, I got short at 17.25, and Steven, I believe you got short at 16 level, and that's a great job. 16 is here, stock is now at 14.22. I hope you had availability to hold at least some amount of shares until that level, and congratulations to you. I'm so happy we are trade twins today. Back to you, Brad.
Back to me indeed. Let's go check out what's going on in the market over here. Is it back to me? It is indeed. Awesome. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the YouTube chat. Where's the YouTube chat? There it is. Awesome. Pop the bubbly. My career about to blow up like bubbly. All right. Enough of that. 325 on the dashboard. I guess that wasn't enough of that. Now the stock's stuck in my head. It's not going to be enough of that. Darn it. All right. Anyways, Rivian going much to the downside after our shorts. Obviously, we went as low as $94 and kind of capped off itself at that low at 94. Trying to see if we can start popping back up to the north side over here on Rivian, back to $96, $97 maybe. I'm not really looking for a short back at 96 or 97, but if we do go back to 99 or 100, you know I'm hammering that short. But depends on the move that we get in the market. If the market really rips up there, then I'll gladly take that short. But if we slowly inch up there and then the volume picks back up and later on in the day, then I don't really want to be holding the or trying the short, especially if the strength of the stock and the strength of the market just goes randomly bullish out of nowhere. Keep in mind we're about halfway into lunchtime right now, so volume could start picking up across the market, and you know, it is possible that it is also possible that volume does not pick up across the market because they're waiting for the 2 o'clock meeting, the Fed meeting. CERN coming back down a little bit. Very happy to see that. If I remember, my first average entry was 75 cents. So right now CERN is at 85 cents and my current average is 82 cents. So let's see if we can ride CERN all the way back down to 70 cents or even 60 cents, at which point we'll be very happy with our short, because we don't have to lose money on this position as we were previously worried about.
Prad, Team PJCT says, can you guys do the shimmy at the same time, and I will give you like... Yesterday you were like all the way like this. Okay. And by the way, GM, General Motors, has news today. Maybe we can take a look at GM. And guys, if you show my screen, Prad, merci beaucoup. Here we have GM set to reveal its all-electric car today at the CES show in Las Vegas. Woohoo! And yes, indeed, they did so. They are opening, I believe, a new kind of same, but the new company for more EV sector or something. Anyways, let's take a look at GM, Prad.
Yeah, for sure. So GM getting ready to jump right into the EV sector along with their Chevy Silverado, and getting ready to see if they can compete with their Fords and your Teslas and not vice versa, but you know the whole etc. Today up 1%. Just trying to ride the coattails of Ford's movement to the north side. Basically, Ford kind of getting rejected around 25 today, and GM, you know, getting rejected slightly off of 67.21 looks like. I don't know if that's accurate. High a day looks like it was 66.50 where we are currently at. So waiting to see if we get rejected one more time on GM, or can we actually take out the high a day and go to a little bit more north side. Let's go check out on the dailies what GM looks like. Daily. And here's your daily chart. That's your 52-week high. Is that your all-time high too? It looks like it is. So GM currently at all-time high, and the all-time high. Oh, it looks like the day's high 67.21 is actually accurate. Not sure how, where, when, why. I don't see 67 anywhere. So how is that even possible? Maybe my chart did not load, or I'm not seeing a candle of some sort. So there's this candle over here that popped it up to 67.21 apparently, but I'm not seeing that on our platform. But it is the high of day, so we'll take it for what it is. Where's the realtor guy? Blink is okay. Rip Palantir. No, don't say that. Where's Palantir? Palantir moving a little bit to the downside, but not too far to the downside. You know, we're still chilling over here, kind of around yesterday's low still. Nothing to worry about, you know. Move along, nothing to see here. Still okay, nothing to worry about. You know, we'll see if Palantir gets back to above 18 or even back to VWAP sometime later today. Kind of just chilling in my opinion, if you ask me. AMD dumping, of course it is. Why would it not be dumping? So Nasdaq actually taking out the low a day right now, or trying to, and AMD kind of stuck at this prices is even better, because SPYs are gonna start moving to the downside right now, and if SPYs are gonna take out the VWAP to the downside, then Nasdaq's probably going to take out the lows over here, and maybe, just maybe, we can take this AMD short that we were so battling all day for. Let's go check out what some of the other stocks are doing. NVIDIA also going to the downside. AMD is going to actually probably take out the lows over here and get ready to go to that 138 price that I was talking about. So 138.60, if I remember correctly, was exactly the price that I was looking for. Will stocks rebound after this meeting? We have obviously no clue what's going to happen, man. Only time will tell. Father Time is the only big indicator everyone has. So I don't know what I'm saying in there anymore, but the idea is, you know, just wait till 2 o'clock. We'll see what happens. I can't predict the future for you. If I could, I'd be a best trader in the world, and I'd be a multi-trillionaire, right? So we don't know the answer for that kind of questions, my friend. We'll see what happens. I think you're just like Eric says, take your money and go to lunch, come back after 2 o'clock and see what the market does. AMC, LMAO. Let's go see what AMC is doing. I mean, yeah, we already saw this move to the downside on AMC, cracking 24, about to go test 23. We want to see if 23 can actually hold up. If 23 gets taken out, obviously, then we'll be worried about it a little bit more. I'm not really bullish on AMC till we get below 20. So by that, I mean I'm not buying a single share until we get there. When we do, I'll buy some. Try to see if we can load up a little bit. Actually, speaking of that, I was just having fun on Twitter before 9:30 today, and something that I noticed was Brampton was trending in Canada, and when I noticed why Brampton was trending, one of the posts or tweets was, apparently AMC might open a theater in Brampton. They are hiring for people. If that's true, that's gonna be you know, probably a catalyst for some people to go long on AMC in Canada itself. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, not too big of a catalyst to AMC to start being the mother of all short squeezes, as people say it. But you know, we'll keep waiting, patiently waiting. ISIG. Let's go check out. Oh, that's the wrong area type. ISIG. Over here. ISIG. Let's go check out ISIG. Now we're in the money for CERN. Let's go. We were worried about giving back all of our day on that position. We're going to hold it a little bit longer and start taking profits on the way down around 92, 75, and so on. 92.74. And 92.73. Awesome. Where are we going to? I can't wait to buy $19 popcorn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Prad, check out IBM. I got to check out ISIG here real quick. ISIG with about 5 million shares traded right now. Holding up at VWAP at 14% up to the north side. Almost 15% to the north side, actually. Trying to see if we can keep on ripping. NASDAQ taking out the low over here. My goodness. NASDAQ's absolutely taking out the lows. And we should have had that AMD short there, but we didn't. So here we go. QQQ's crushing. And SPYs are also really coming down to off of that VWAP over there. So let's go see what AMD is looking like. AMD not really moving as you would want it to. Nvidia probably is the one that's moving, not really. What's taking NASDAQ to the downside right now? Facebook? Facebook indeed. Facebook's coming to the downside over here. Is Microsoft one of them? Microsoft also is one of them. AMC buying at $5. Oof, I don't think AMC is ever going to $5, but we'll see if it does go there. Obviously, I'm without a doubt loading my bag on that bad boy. Let's go, CERN about to start paying us now. Let's go, CERN. Is CERN going to be the #1 stock of the day is the question. If CERN comes back to VWAP, it might as well be the #1 stock of our day today. Netflix sinking. Ooh, okay. Is Netflix the culprit over here for the market crash? NFLX. Come on. Load up. Load up. You know you want to. There we go. So Netflix coming down, just breaking yesterday's low, looks like, and getting ready to go much lower. Netflix struggled a bit yesterday, obviously, and struggling today too. NFLX. Let's see if we can find any levels. There is that Fibonacci pivot point from Fibonacci. Telling you that there should be support around 579.43. Obviously, I'm not saying that it should be, but it's just an idea. Looking for support maybe around, yeah, looks like 579, 578.50 or so. Or if not, 570 after that to come into play for NFLX. Oopsie daisy, I closed my charts. Where's my chart? Where's my chart? I can't find it. Here it is. Awesome. So let's go look at CERN over here real quick. CERN, pull up CERN, please. So CERN coming down, come all the way back down, please. We want to get filled at 75s and lower than 75s. Little struggling over here. There's some buyers on the bids, stopping it from going much lower. It is possible that the stock, goes back into the range that we were previously trading in, which is 93 to 85. Which is something I don't want it to, because today I would like for it to come much lower. So let's go check out what other stocks are doing in the meantime while we wait for this. Sava ripped. Oh wow, okay. Sava moving again apparently. Let's go check out Sava. Yeah, nice little candle coming in on Sava indeed. 7% up right now with 2 million shares traded so far. 2.5 million, sorry. We're trying to see if it could go any higher from that. So we did get a rip to 55 and then immediately back down to 51 apparently. Let me go see if that's true. One day. So 55, we got a rip to 55 and then we immediately came back to the downside. So that's what we're trying to see. Yeah, that's what I see over here. Let's see if we can get back to 55 and actually take it out. Although not much trading happened above 52, looks like. So maybe a 52 breakout long if volume comes back in could be something to keep an eye out for. NASDAQ still going to the downside though. So QQQ just absolutely taking off to the downside right now. Not looking good. How is AMD not really moving to the downside then? There we go. AMD now moving to the downside. That is the short that we were waiting for. Not working out right now. Very upsetting. I mean, obviously flat for us, but that would have been a big short for us overall. Do Dow futures showing selling begin? Okay. Yeah, so it could be, I don't know if it's Omicron related, but it looks like, all futures in general, your Nasdaq cracked, your SPY cracked, and looks like now you're telling me the Dow's also cracking. So it could be that. Let's see.
But I see a few people talk about VVE or WWE.
Okay. Go check out WWE.
Nothing.
Yeah, not really doing a whole lot over here. How about UPST? Let's go check out Upstart. Come on, candles. Can we see some candles? There we go. Upstart actually taking out the low over here, even the yesterday's low, and going much to the downside. Upstart, I remember trading this around $200 or so not happy, obviously, seeing it cracked so hard to the downside now, almost at 130 or so. I guess maybe you can look for support at 130 on Upstart. UPST. Come on. So there we go, 130.58 looks like is the Fibonacci pivot point, but I'm gonna just stick to 130 flat instead, especially with the move in the market. It looks like Nasdaq could be trying to catch some sort of a bid right now, and that might just help Upstart to also make a little bit of a retracement back towards lower day, or even back to VWAP if it has the strength to get all the way back there, obviously. NIO is moving. Let's go check out NIO. NIO currently is moving indeed. So we're trying to see if NIO can hold up though at the lower day. What is the lower day? 30.73, or take that lower day and go much lower with the overall market. SPYs and Nasdaq's trying to hold up a little bit and not crash to the downside harder. But if that does happen, there is chances that most of your stocks over here actually go along with it. But what I am seeing is your BABA just hold up so beautifully and not really move anywhere from here. So congratulations to BABA on today's opening drive itself, and then continuation of that opening drive holding up here around VWAP for the rest of the day. So beautiful move around the market. NIO breaking 140. What? 140? Not sure what you're talking about. Told you several times to buy SQQQ for a way to short the QQQs. That is 100% accurate. You can buy this SQQQ if you want to short QQQs without actually shorting QQQs. Good point over there. Is Rivian going to drop below 94? Only time will tell, obviously, for that. No crystal ball. But right now, Rivian does seem to have some sort of support in front of 94. If 94 does take out, let me see my chart, please. If 94 does take out, we'll be able to go much lower. My short today was around 99, so would have been nice to hold that short to the downside. Looks like another day, another almost 100R opportunity of trades that I'm going to probably not have. So it is what it is. Sorry, man. AMD. Yeah, AMD. That AMD makes more sense. Prad, look at the swing trade on Microsoft on the 4-hour chart. Please don't crash. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Who saw that one coming? Let's load that one back up. See if we can make it work this time. Microsoft. And we go here for the 4-minute. Sorry, 4-hour. Let's go look at this swing trade that you're talking about. If we find it, not really seeing anything right now. These candles are not really looking good. So I'm just going to go back to doing what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Usually we don't even do stuff like that. So that's just a big waste of my time right there. Prad, any thoughts about Wish? You don't want my thoughts on Wish. Wish is going to go absolutely to the ground. It's going to burn and go to zero. It's too much of a joke of a company over here on Wish. At least in my opinion, and I'm never gonna go long on this account. Even if it goes to $0, I'm not buying this position. Absolutely not.
Prad, someone asked us to take a look, Emily asked us to take a look at MRK, Merck and Co. It's up more than 3% today, so let's take a look at that one.
MRK for sure. Go back to me. So looks like Rivian actually took out 94 just now. Let's see how low Rivian's gonna go. Obviously, MRK Miss V just brought up. Let's go check out what this one's doing with 8 million shares traded today, all the way to the moon. 3.4% up right now, taking out 79, taking out 78. We're seeing if we can now take out 80 is the question. 79, 81 being the high a day. Can we actually take out 80? And if we do so, how high can we go from there? Today up 3.5%. I think the next time Stern comes down to 80 cents or 82 cents, I might just try to get flat on this position because this is not really working the way I would like it to. It's not really flushing below 80 cents the way I want it to. So the next time we get below 80, I'm probably just kicking myself out of this trade for a small winner. It's not going to be as big of a winner as I wanted to, sadly. Is probably what I'm seeing right now because the market is just absolutely crushing itself to the downside. SPYs are still going down and CERN is not actually moving the downside like I wanted to, so not happy with that one. CERN, SPY over here finding some buying on the 1 minute, but on the 3 minute on the futures, we're still seeing a red candle on both SPY and on NASDAQ. So if I go to NASDAQ over here, there we go, still going down. Novavax dropped hard. NVAX. Let's go check out Novavax. Where is Novavax today? So Novavax apparently is indeed to the downside. So today is one of those rare days where the market's to the down and your vaccine stocks are also to the downside, I guess. So Novavax being 5% down. mRNA also, I think, around 2 to 3% down, if I remember. Yeah, 3.5% right now, taking out 224 looks like. Well, not just yet, but it could just take out 224 in the next few minutes or so if we do want to continue this downtrend on the market. GM puking. Let's go check out GM. Is GM puking? What's going on? Wow, GM, yeah, gave back all of that move out of nowhere from 66.50 all the way back to lower days. Not sure what just happened on GM, but this could be a nice long opportunity maybe. Miss V, can you find an article for us as to why GM is doing this? Sure. Because this has to be some article based. This can't just be a random drop coming out of nowhere, just puking everything out of. That's insane. Like, I kind of am debating what I want to do with my CERN right now because CERN's coming back to that price point where I said if we do get back there, I'm just going to close my full position. So, but at the same time, you know, I'm looking at your markets and markets kind of coming to the downside. So I don't really want to kick myself out of my trade if it's going to be profitable. But maybe that idea alone is going to help the stock go retrace on me and then turn it back into the negative and give back my whole day. So battling my heart, my emotions a lot on this trade right now in CERN.
On Icon, I don't see any bad news on GM. The only thing I see is about that CEO and that its Ultra Cruise will use Qualcomm's Snapdragon Ride platform, but I don't see anything bad for that.
Okay. So GM just got destroyed. Let's go check out if Qualcomm made a move to the downside off of that. Qualcomm is making a move right now to VWAP, and it's might find support at VWAP if buyers show up. But GM obviously just woodshedded over here off those highs. Now down 1% on the day. Let's see if we can find support at the lower day, or are we going to take out the lower day also and crack much lower. GM announced electric Silverado disappointing. I think that was a morning news. Yeah. Is there nothing specific about GM? It's just that the overall market is falling. Okay, makes sense. That could make sense, I guess. What the Palantir kills me. Let's go check out Palantir. Oh man, Palantir actually now breaking much lower. So the yesterday's low cracked actually, and at that point, you know, that's your line in the sand. No more longs for for a bit on this trade. So Palantir now going much lower. My account's bleeding. So we'll see what happens in Palantir over the next few months or so. Hopefully we get back to those 25, 23 levels or so. And if we don't, I'm just going to be able to sit here and cry in front of you guys. So that's going to be great. PayPal trying to hold up, can make a long. PayPal, let's go check out if we're holding up at 190 still. Looks like it is trying to hold up at 190, even though the market's really flushing over here. PayPal's holding up very strong, very healthy around these prices still. So we like seeing that, because that means when the pop is going to come into the market, PayPal is going to be one of the very few that are going to really start making the pop and benefit from it. So PayPal, let's go, holding up over here. But obviously, if you are long right now, you don't want to be holding it for too far to the downside. I wouldn't give it to 190. I would maybe give it to 190.50, get stopped out, and then get back in around 189.70 or so if you're looking for that long trade on this stock. What's up, Lucas? Bitcoin is sideways. Weird. Let's go check out Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently up 7.7%, and the rest of the crypto market kind of bleeding. Shiba bleeding the most with almost 2.5%. We'll see where Bitcoin is right now on the yearly. Just stuck over here. I went long again recently on these lows, so obviously looking for a nice little pop to come into the market for crypto, allowing me to make some money on my crypto account. Miss V, do you have a mic? Okay, you don't. Prad's mic's fixed finally. Oh, there was a problem with my mic? I don't know there was a problem with my mic to begin with. STSX. Let's go check out STSX. Come on. STXX. STXS. So 600,000 shares for a $7 stock. I better see a volume spike. Let's see this volume spike. If not, then I'm probably going to move away. So it's up 16%, but there's absolutely no volume on this stock. It's not really something to be trading on the intraday side, at least. AMD cracking much lower over here. Here we go, 138.84 coming into our original target price. If you guys remember, I said I'm looking for 138.60, but we basically paper-handed this trade so much that I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Very happy, though, to see that the idea is working out. Now, can we bounce off of that 138.60 to the high side on AMD? So going to AMD over here, that line right there is what I'm talking about. If you want me to go to the 1 day, I can also go to the 1 day. So here we go, that 138.60. Let's see if that's going to end up holding the stock up and take it back to the north side. I'm going to look for that long scalp trade on this position later on in the day, around 130 or so. And I'm actually going to throw it over to Miss V real quick. Because I gotta go to the washroom. So Miss V.
Yep, great, thank you. I have a question from Noipi Trader in here. Good morning. Are you trading live account now? Nice trade earlier. Thank you very much, Noipi. No, I'm still on the simulator, but I am planning to go live this month. It's happening super soon, guys. You will know about this. It's just like kind of a process from moving yourself from TMS to the live account. Just 1 second. All right, guys, let's see on the chat what names are you talking about. This looks like Lululemon. Sirlish, Sir, Hi, Market, Fiend TV. Miss V looking good. Thank you so much, guys. You're so sweet. I love you all. Thank you again for supporting while I had major issue on the technical side. AA, what's up? I love you, Miss V. Can you please say it back? I love you too. I love you all, guys. All right, so I have a Tesla chart open right now. I also like, for higher time frame, I like to use TradingView, and so we can better see levels where it can go. So Tesla now it at 11.35, guys. It's broke this resistance level at 11.60ish, and now broke 11. Yeah, so okay, I'm looking for it. If it's break that 11.34 resistance level, I can see the room to go down all the way to 1100, but it holds above still. And again, guys, at 2 p.m. Eastern time, it's going to be Fed's meeting. So personally, I'm not getting into any trades so far. But for now, Tesla is only going down more than 1%, such as QQQ is down 1.26%. So we'll see if Tesla during the Fed's minute what moves is gonna do. But for now, I don't want to touch any name, including Tesla. Back to you, Prad.
Thank you, Miss V. All right, I'm back. I'm biggity back in my chair, baby. Let's do it. Waiting for my CERN to still work for me, and my taco to work for me too. So my taco is not giving me any taco right now, but it's still one of my biggest trades of my day. So let's go taco. Moving on to AMD. AMD still going lower. Looks like AMD actually making a little bit of a bounce. Buyers are stepping up over here. So look at those bids holding up a little bit. Let's see if those bids are following the stock up as the stock goes up. 138.80 holding up, 20 cents above where my target originally was. All right. GameStop dropping lower. Let's go check out GME. GME, wow, GME cracking hard to the downside today. So it looks like we took out the yesterday's low and now currently going almost to 136 or so. The question is, how low is GME going to go? It is possible that we go all the way to 130 and find support there if we don't hold up at 135s or so. So look for some buying to come in around 135. And if 135 doesn't hold up, we're going all the way down to 130 and probably bouncing from there instead. Looking at the market for some weakness or some strength. And I'm looking for more weakness right now, actually. So there we go. QQQ tried to make a little bit of a bounce, but did not work out. Spies are also trying to do something similar, and looks like they could just go back to the downside over here and test yesterday's low a day, which was around 475. Let's see if that comes into play on the market overall. Predictions for the market during the Fed minutes could rip. It could, or it could also crash. You never know. Or it could just go sideways and do absolutely nothing. MU support. Let's go check out MU. MU's up. Okay, MU support. We're looking for maybe around yesterday's high, around 96.50, where the 100-day EMA is also on the 5-minute right now. So let's see if the stock can go all the way back there and find some support coming in around yesterday's high. If not, $96 flat has to have support based on how the stock moved over here on the 3rd of January and even yesterday being somewhat of a cap over here off the open and then actually breaking out after into the close.
I see a lot of feedback about our microphones from Dan Duval specifically.
Nah, he's just hating. He's hating because he likes the lapel mics and he doesn't like the podcast mics. I've seen him. I've seen those comments and I just ignore it. To each their own preferences, honestly. But I think these mics are better. These are like podcast mics. The lapel mics are cool too. But it just to personal preferences to everyone. If the noise is bad, if the audio is bad to the point where like you can't even comprehend what we're saying, then yeah, fine, makes sense. I understand the complaint, but I actually watch the YouTube videos back at night, listening to the audio. A lot of people actually can hear every single word we're saying as long as I'm enunciating properly. So like it doesn't make sense why you would say that. I think it's just personal preferences, honestly.
You know, I'm blessed. Even I have some mic today.
Some mic, yeah. What was wrong with that mic?
This one? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
So basically, if you show me on the camera, oh, I'm here, right? So guys, this was supposed to be plugged in, and this thing basically broke and got stuck in that thing. We got it back, but I mean, you can't use it anymore because it's like broken, right? Oh, it was hurt.
Don't shock yourself.
And yeah, so basically we will need to find another cord like this and try it out. But for now, it is what it is. We are live.
We are live and that's the thing that matters, right? We're here. We're ready to party with you guys on the market. To like o'clock, let's do like o'clock.
Let's do like o'clock. Let's do like o'clock. We need those flags, guys. 1 hour left until I like those. So effects. 1 hour left until the end of market movers and until 5 minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern. Be ready. And we have almost 900 likes. We literally need just 150 more likes to get to that 1,000, and we would really, really appreciate if you support and bring us your like. Back to you.
Thank you, Miss V. Trying to see what I want to do with my CERN. It's still giving me a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of anguish. All right, moving on though. mRNA. What is mRNA doing? Let's go check out Moderna. Moderna also going to the downside along with the market. So it looks like markets are actually getting ready to crack to the downside over here. I need to pull up my, let me actually do this. Let me take that one out and then take that one out. And we'll hold that one over there. Let's actually bring you down, baby. Come on downside. You know you want to. 79, 78, and then 77. Just layering orders on CERN right now, guys, on a different windows. That's why you can't see it. Just layering orders on the way down to just kick me all the way down if we start flushing over here. That way we don't have to worry about it too much. So Ms. V, you said Moderna? No, you didn't, but somebody else did.
Moderna is negative, Pfizer is positive, I believe. Interesting, right?
Indeed. So Pfizer's going to be, looks like the new king of vaccinations right now. So Moderna giving back a lot of its gains from those $400 or so. And Pfizer, where is Pfizer today? Pfizer, Miss V said positive. Let's go check on if it's back to 60. Obviously, it's not because we can look at it on the time of sales over here. But as Miss V mentioned, positive on the day compared to its relative or its friend or its partner in crime, Moderna, which is actually down drastically.
Would
Red.
you say they're partners in crime or they're rivals, kind of?
They're all partners in crime.
Okay.
They're all partners in crime because like you know, they'll be like, oh, I know how to have a vaccine. If you can help me a little, we can both make money on it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
you know,
true. You're right, though.
We can shimmy in the market and take our prices all the way to $400 a stock. It's just a little conspiracy theory. I think you know, at the end of the day, there's an evil league sitting at the top controlling everybody, and they control the prices. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to make a joke out of the situation over here. You know, obviously, such a horrible circumstance that we all had to go through so far in the last couple of years. Very happy right now just to be in this office and not have to be sitting at home. Although sitting at home playing video games is very appealing. I was talking to Brandon about how if there is another lockdown, you can probably expect me to not come and stay at home playing games. And he's like, yeah, you can forget that, Prad. We're not going into lockdown. So I was pretty upset off hearing that.
While I'm here for a second, I see that Luis Balbena, I need help understanding level 2 and time and sales. No worries, I'll send you, Luis, right now on the chat 2 videos, how to read level 2 and time and sales also. So watch those videos, and I hope those will be helpful to you, and watch them as many times until you don't understand. Back to you, Prad.
Yeah, like as Miss V said, you know, we have a great arsenal of videos of educational content for you guys, and the biggest tool that I find honestly is watching the whole show, like the morning show, the evening show, the night show, on like 1.5 speed, and that just, you just zoom through your trading over there. I'm just gonna close my CERN for a profit. Screw it. We're gonna take that money that CERN's gonna give me and walk away from it, and we're not gonna worry about we would have made a lot more on that, man. God darn, I'm gonna be so upset with my trading today. I just know it. Whatever. Whatever. Moving on. I just gotta scream my heart out a little bit so I could realize how horrible of a decision I just made, and then we can come back to it in my notes later on in the night. Every day, same thing, man. Same thing. 1 o'clock today, right now. So we still have about an hour left going into the market, and if the market could you know, come to the downside a little bit more off the 2 o'clock meeting, then we'll see where it goes to. You need emotional coaching? Oh, trust me, I'm a little bipolar, so it kind of affects me, my thought processes and the way I work too. So maybe emotional coaching would be great, because right now the stock is actually dropping drastically for the amount of size that I had. Holding this all the way back there, the stock would have been a killer of a trade for me today, but obviously we completely screwed that up. So we'll just move on past it anyways. So PFE, we were talking about PFE along with Moderna, and PFE was actually ripping to the north side. We'll see what happens later on in the day. If we can keep on holding this trend line that we've been creating over here, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to keep on holding up over here and not really crack to the downside. It's hard, but it will help you chill. Yeah, maybe I just go hit a joint. Nah. Look for Google for that answer. I'm not sure what answer you're talking about. Sean, Roblox, RBLX. Let's go check out Roblox over here. Let me actually do this real quick. 92.82 close. So bad. All right, where we're going to Roblox coming back to the low of the day around $92. We did crack 92 to 91.95, but look how yesterday's low over here at 92. Could look for a long scalp in front of 92. Let's see if we can keep on going higher and take out much more levels on the north side over here and actually hold up at 92, because I think, you know, Roblox deserves to go back to the $100, even though they had a pretty sharp decline in daily active users. I think this move back all the way to 90s is a little over exaggerated, because we're cracking the day that the earnings report came out and put the stock up here. So if we're not going to hold up at these levels, then I'm expecting a gap fill trade to 81 over the span of the next month. Looking at NASDAQ right now, I think NASDAQ is not going to stop until we go to 1600 at this point. So more weakness in the market, man. No doubt at this point. We're going to go much lower. NASDAQ is just dying at the moment. And, oh, man, this trade was such a monster trade. Just like my BABA trade. Whatever. CTVA. Let's go to CTVA. I'm so upset right now. 600,000 shares, not really doing much. Let's see what the stock can do. It's back to VWAP. Okay, 600,000 shares, 48 on the bids right now. Flat on the day though, 0.5. Let's see where we can go. Obviously, very flat on the day, no volume, absolutely. So I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Moving on to something that's actually moving. Tesla, maybe. Let's go see what Tesla is doing. Let me do this at the same time. Not that. I'm trying to do this. Tesla with 12 million shares traded, almost back to lower day. So yesterday's low also, if you guys remember, around 11:30. If the stock does go back to 11:30, I'll maybe look for a long scalp. But keep in mind, you want to focus on if the market's actually coming to the downside or not. I closed the YouTube chat again, so let me just open up the YouTube chat. There we go. It's back up. We're trying to see if we can get a long scalp in front of 11:30. But looking at the NASDAQ right now, you know, I said the NASDAQ could just go back to 1600 today. 16,000 today before actually making a reversal. So based on that, maybe you want to be a little bit careful. I'm a little bipolar myself. I smoke weed every day. Yes, sir. Obviously, I can't do that when I'm on the show, Jeff D's. Market dragging PayPal with them also. Don't say that. PayPal going lower from where am I typing? Am I typing this in the YouTube chat? I am. Let's go over here. PayPal. PYPL could have been cracking below 190. So PayPal actually held up at 191 and now make a move back to 190. I think this is good. This is probably an opportunity for us to look for a long on PayPal, a better long than previously offered to us. So I actually love this even more. And the lower day obviously being what, 188.70. I think that's just let's see if they give me this fill. We're just going to cross up and take the fill instead. That and FOMC meeting coming up. Prad, yes, FOMC meeting coming up at 2 o'clock. Indeed. Indeed. Where are we going to? Where is the YouTube chat again? Okay, can you go over Walmart? WMT. Let's go check out Walmart. In the meantime, let me also open up a calculator over here because I want to calculate something. 92.65 times. Okay. All right, Walmart. Let's see what Walmart is doing. Walmart, insane move of Walmart. How come nobody called this stock out off the open? This was almost as good of a move off the open as Baba was, all the way back through yesterday's high, all the way back through the other day's high, and going up to 146. So it looks like 146 was the rejection point for Walmart, coming all the way back down right now, actually. But I'm going to expect support around these levels, 145, 144.50. I'm going to expect support coming in around these levels and putting the stock back up to a little bit of a higher territory later on in the day, most likely. But, yeah, look at this. Look at the support over here, 146. This is what I'm talking about on the dailies. I don't know if you guys can see it. What's previous resistance could be support right now. And once again, this consolidation area is all I was showing you according to that. Palantir continues to be dog crap. Palantir still dropping to the downside, huh? Let's go check out Palantir over here. 1750 right now, much lower than our previously mentioned price point. CERN's coming back up, and at this point I think I'm gonna be a little bit more patient on where I'm taking my fills, and I'm gonna load back up on the short for this stock. So CERN, I'm gonna throw an order there, and then we're gonna throw another order here, 85.90, and then I want one at 95. And I gotta just make sure that my orders are not on auto cancel, because I always have my orders on auto cancel. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, basically, as soon as one order is filled, the other order is canceled, as long as no one comes in and wipes out both the levels. I don't want to be a bag holder. Nobody wants to be a bag holder, man. Bag holding is a horrible terminology to be having in your vocabulary to begin with. If you ever have to say, I am a bag holder, close your trade, most likely, right? You never want to be able to be saying I'm a bag holder. Crypto miner stocks ready to go lower if 45K breaks. Don't say that. We're actually going to go to 45K. Oh my gosh. All right. So Bitcoin actually getting ready to go touch 45K. I did say I would go long at 45K, and I was sick and tired of watching the stock bounce off of 46. So I went long at 46 instead. And now we're actually going to go to 45K and make me regret crossing up. And then the next thing we know, we're actually going to go to 40K, which is the level that I was talking about earlier. So little worried about cryptocurrencies, what happens over there. But on the future look, if you're looking at the long term, if you just look at how crypto or Bitcoin has gone up every Christmas. So on that note, I can't wait to see where crypto or Bitcoin will be next Christmas, at least. If 45K breaks on BYC, Bitcoin, we're going to 39. Ooh, okay, that's an even bigger of a drop than I'm thinking, but for sure, we'll see where it goes to. Welcome back, Miss V.
Thank you.
How's your break?
I was on the phone.
Talking. Why does this happen? How come when you click these buttons it works, but when I do... All right, I'm gonna give seizure to our viewers, so I'm gonna stop clicking all these buttons. Go back to over here. So Palantir obviously not holding at the bottom over here. And I mentioned, guys, if Palantir breaks this low, you don't want to be chasing the long. So if you are just chasing the long over here all the way to the downside, then you kind of broke the setup. You broke the trade plan, and are having to either bag hold or are having to average onto a loser. Both are not good at the end of the day. So not looking good over here. My stomach. Sorry, Miss V? Guys, can you confirm that you can hear Miss V or not, please? We'll see in the chat if you can or not. And what's up, Pratty Daddy Flex? Yeah, it's not happening. You gotta pay for it. In like buttons, or you gotta pay for it in joining the membership. But stuff like that is not free. Only thing free is trading. No? That's gone again. It's gone again. What are you guys doing, man? Are you guys hacking Miss V's mic today, you viewers? Stop hacking my co-host's mic, yo. Try it again.
Test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, guys. In case you can't learn lip reading, guys.
It's talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's working. All right, great.
Yeah.
By the way, while I was away, all right, we're much closer to 1,000 likes, guys. Thank you so much for your feedback on the chat. We appreciate a lot. And if you show my screen, Prad, I know you don't like switching. Sorry
No.
for that.
I'm just distracted by stocks. I'm sorry.
It's all right, and we need only 80 more likes to get to 1,000 team. All right, now even more, we need 70 more likes to get to 1K. So team, please support, smash the like button right now. We still have more than 2,000 people watching, and we need your support as never. Back to you, Brad. It's mine, I believe.
One thing that I didn't talk about today at all is our boy Sean's sticky notes. So let's take a quick look. He's talking about BYND, Nikola, GM, Palantir, banks. We already looked at the banks. DraftKings shorts up to 27 should be a rough day. Did he get that one on the no? Look at the rough day that the DraftKings is having. Absolute destruction, coming all the way down to $25 right now. Let's see if $25 has any sort of support on this
You
stock.
think
Where's
so?
my chart
Okay,
at?
bad.
Hello, there we go. Can we find any
so?
buyers coming in on DraftKings? Is a big question. Obviously, struggling to have any buyers coming in on DraftKings. It's just sad to see anything happen. Oh, I just want to cry, man. I absolutely want to cry right now. It's just I'm upset. I'm so upset. Where's PayPal? PayPal actually in the money. Let's go. Okay, maybe I don't have to cry as much as I want to, but I want to cry about CERN, bro. The CERN position is just absolute crying, man. This is what I'm crying about. Look at this. I had X amount of shares. All the way up here, and my plan was hold to VWAP, but I chickened out and I took it out right here. That was gonna be my biggest trade of the day. I'm upset. I'm so upset.
I took Palantir off that bottom wick, but last chance.
Palantir. So Sean said Palantir. He took Palantir long off this bottom wick. Last try. He's going to try it. Obviously, you guys are going to be put right onto the closing show with Sean, Neil, and Brendan, even with the beautiful... where is it? Beautiful, this person right here coming on to the closing show. So make sure you guys stay tuned for 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Merci beaucoup, Prad. I'm not sure I'm here today. I have something really
No!
important to do. But normally, yes, guys. So that's why it might be the last chance for you today, guys, to chat with me. And yeah, by the way, 30 more likes to 1K.
Awesome. Let's do it. 30 more likes, then you guys get to see me and Miss V dance around for you guys in front of a screen. Where's my blotter? I don't even know how much money I'm up right now. Oh, wow. Where did that money come from? Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Making money without knowing about it. We just took an exit on PayPal up here. Let's see if we can keep on riding that rocket ship a little bit more to the north side. So first target just hit. We can close this guy right now, and we can pull it up. Where's my YouTube chat? Because I keep closing it by mistake. So here we go. There's the YouTube chat. Prad Miss V is off mic. Again? Stop.
No, stop. I'm
Stop.
so tired of this.
Stop. I'm not crying if you aren't crying. Hey, you cry, I cry. We all cry for ice cream. That's not how it goes, does it? It's ice cream, we scream. But you get it. You get the gist.
Prad need a raise. Prad, indeed, you're doing a great job today.
What needs a raise is my vocal cords, okay? My vocal cords are dying every day. No, she's good. Okay, great. Okay, I want to talk about something that might be moving. Let's go check out maybe AMD. AMD did go all the way up to 138.28. And here comes the move in AMD off those lows right now. NVIDIA, I want to catch a bottom on something. Give me a bottom. NVIDIA. Ooh, I like this NVIDIA over here. Huh? Oh, okay, they gave me the trade. I was wondering why it gave me an error or I thought it gave me an error message, but it didn't. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I don't want to be in this trade because it's about to be close to 2 o'clock. So thinking about that, I just want to be flat right now across the board. So let me just get out of both of my trades over here, NVIDIA and PayPal. We'll take that quick loss on NVIDIA. That's fine though. NVIDIA is still up on the day, and we'll just keep our profits for the rest of the day. No real trades for me to be making right now, except for trying to get out of this really thick stock, Del Taco, which is getting bought out for $12.51. We'll see if my orders get filled at any time soon. Sorry for any confusion. Thanks, Miss V. Have a nice afternoon. No problem.
Have
Dan
a beautiful
Duval.
afternoon, Dan. I hope you're having a great day.
Let's go.
Already, bring us to us both.
Let's do it. Woo!
1K likes. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Thank
Shimmy
you, team.
time.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, you guys are on a roll. I think I've lost track of the days now, but every single day so far, you guys have just been doing me and Miss V the biggest favor, which is run up the like count to 1,000. So thank you. But I have to repeat myself, which is you got to get that number up to 3K if you want to see my hair blonde. Come on. 3K. 3 racks. 3 stacks. Like Andre, 3 stacks, baby. Shimmy o'clock. I like that.
I like
It's
it.
shimmy o'clock. We got to put that on a shirt. Shimmy o'clock. Oh, I thought they were talking to me, but never mind. We need a stronger shimmy. Hey, man, what do you want me to shake up the whole world over
Literally,
here?
yesterday you were
Yeah.
all the way like.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll put a little extra flair into it. A little extra sauce. AMC making a pop off of 23, almost $1 pop. Sheesh. Nice little long pop off AMC over there. And if you remember what I said, AMC has 23 calls. So anyone who bought those 23 calls on AMC, they might exercise it. Or they might just start buying more shares along with trying to exercise it. So here you go. Almost $1 pop coming in. That was a big volume candle, man. That's the biggest of the day. Insane volume candle coming in on the 5-minute chart at least. So, biggest volume candle of the day. Getting ready to go see if we can test 24. Mother of all short squeezes coming in. Oh my god, lol. Oh my god, lol. We're about to go higher. Oh my god, lol. We'll see how high can we actually go. Obviously, we don't know. Down almost 5% on the day still. It's gonna take a lot more than this for the stock to be positive. So we'll see if that's even a chance for AMC today. If AMC pops, does its boyfriend, Jimmy pop? Jimmy indeed popped up a little bit. So good job on Jimmy popping from 136 to 138. Can we actually get back to VWAP is the question. Dow futures breaking down, selling begin. Well, NASDAQ futures are actually ripping right now. So NQ/H22 on CM are actually north side, moonshot north side right now. So we'll see where these bad boys are going to. And spies on CM, ES/H22 CM is also moonshot all the way back to almost 4770 right now, at which point we could see some rejection coming in. Whew. Neil, GFS. You want to talk about GFS?
It's funny you should mention GFS. I was actually just about to read a FOMC preview here. But Global Foundries, it's weird. Like the theory for myself this morning was quite simple. It was the chips were moving and the market was, and overall, it's not the market, but like the market was trying to recover in the NASDAQ, some of the tech stocks, and they were going the upside, the chips. And Global Foundries was still down. So buy it off of support and you can't lose. Like it's going to be good. And it didn't lose. But the weird thing is, when the market started testing lower again, Global Foundries decided to go even higher. So I'll chalk this one up to, like, it was like right and wrong at the same time, because certainly the notion was right to try to find a bit of a bottom when you kind of felt the space and this name should have been holding up a little bit better. But I can't really explain how we extend this through like 64.5, 65, and now right up to 66, when essentially we're selling off a little bit. So it is it's one of those is what it is kind of moments. Like, you're never going to perfectly understand things. You can have the direction right on a trade, but sometimes you just got to understand that there's no such thing as being perfect. So I'm not gonna get too upset about it. It's just a weird one for me. And under normal circumstances, I might be thinking about a 66 short, because the market's still heading down. You're at that sort of afternoon level of resistance. It was previous resistance before. But because it has not made a lot of sense, there's no need to force that trade. And then keep in mind, we get the Fed minutes in 35 minutes, so you don't want to get yourself too wrapped up in anything that you think might move off any kind of a signal. As I said, I was about to pop into an article, just sort of like a preview article. Zero Hedge usually does a pretty good one, just to get some thoughts of what people might be looking at here. Because this market's likely to move after 2 o'clock, even though you're not going to get very likely anything concrete in terms of rate hikes, or it could be something with the wording for changing the tapering pace. You never really know about that, but certainly you got to be ready for it to happen. I've decided only to be in a couple of small caps going into it. I probably won't put anything on. If I do, I will let you guys know about it in the chat, but I probably won't initiate any positions in the next 30 minutes or so.
Awesome. Thank you, Neil. Coming back to me right now. Let's see what we can do on the market. Anything moving? Anything fun going on? Where's my YouTube chat? Why does the YouTube chat keep on closing on me? God darn it. All right. Yes. Thank you, Prad. What did I do? Why are you thanking me, Frankie, Joni? I have to get another keyboard, but my wife bought me this. Yeah. Always buy your own keyboards, guys. Come on. Now you guys know better than that. Tesla's going up. Let's go check out Tesla. Tesla bouncing off the lows like planned, so missed out on the long one more time, and actually giving you a 10R trade right now on Tesla. Let's go all the way back to VWAP is the question. Can we actually manage to do so on the stock? Ford is moving right now apparently. Let's go check out Ford.
I fixed your mic.
No way.
Her actual mic?
Yeah.
Guys, can you imagine?
Look at this guy,
fixed my mic?
Trader, IT specialist, manager. Is there anything that you can't do?
No.
This guy's all the master of all trades over here. All right, Affirm is moving really well. Let's go check out Affirm.
Under the desk. Into her computer?
Affirm, nice move off the 80 down barrier again. Yo, Affirm off this 80, well, not 80, I guess, but yesterday's 80, today 80.84, so kind of just 81, I guess. Helping it stay above here so far, but still not going to be happy to the fact that we're way far below 100 on Affirm, right? Where we're so far below 100, all the way back into previous ranges where the stock has been struggling to be in. This gap fill play is coming in, man. We're filling this gap to 70 at this range at this point, because if we don't hold 80 and get back to 100 or 95, then I think the gap fill play is coming up next. So look for the move down to 68, 70 bucks on the stock. Sean's been there, done that, and got the Rolex to prove it. Damn right, baby. Damn right. Is he on today? He's got the Breitling on today. Where is this? Here, let's watch this. Ooh, this one's a nice little... See, this watch is more that I like from Sean, because you don't see these out there too much. There's not enough light here. You don't see these out too much, but like... Rolexes, I've seen enough Rolexes. I give him more props for this, even though this probably costs less than the other one, right?
That's about 6.
The other one costs more? Yeah? Yeah, so there you go. Even though this one costs less. And you know what? The funny part is, man, look at this one. You've commended me for this watch over here.
I like that watch.
Every time I go somewhere outside and people see me wearing this, they're like, "Oh, bro, sick watch." I'm like, "Bro, it costs $10, man. It's absolutely like a free watch at this point." Like, coming back to the market over here, Mr. Wonderful's watch game. Yeah, hopefully one day my watch game gets stepped up the same way Affirm is getting stepped up in the bids. So look at Affirm just get stepped up to the north side. You want to test it?
I mean, I don't know, but her other mic is hooked up.
Yeah, it's working, but it needs to.
Testing? I don't know. Anyways,
Oh, maybe not.
I'll leave it at that, but Lucas is looking for an extender.
Awesome.
I don't have it wrapped around.
Prad watch is something from the 80s classic. Yeah, the Casio, eh? Yeah, I'm still pretty surprised that people love that watch so much at this time of day. Yeah, I'm about to steal it, bro. AAPL. Let's go check out Apple. Apple 178.34s right now. Let's zoom in because that chart doesn't look good. Let's zoom out. 178. So we did dip much lower from the previous low a day on Apple. Not holding up over here. I might just have to take the loss on Del Taco because Taco is not looking like it wants to really move any further. We'll see what happens. Actually, we'll hold on to it a little bit longer on Del Taco because the bids are thinning out on the offers. Sorry, thinning out, and the bids are stacked right now. So I'm kind of worried about if I'm gonna be able to get out in time for the stock for 2 o'clock. So anyways, we're getting into half an hour left for the FOMC minutes to come out. We'll see when that comes out if the market's gonna move in one direction or the other violently. Roblox at daily support ? RBLX. Let's go check out Roblox. Roblox did go to $92, which was around yesterday's low. We did dip below 92 slightly to 91.51. Now we're back above it, almost back to $93. Let's see if we can take out 93 on the bids and get back to VWAP, which is 93.40. If Roblox does manage to get back to 94 or 95, I'll gladly look for another short opportunity. The stock has been kind of struggling above $100 recently, so we're just trying to capitalize on the weakness of the stock after the decline in what's the word I'm looking for? Decline in daily active users. Where we going to kind of like Nardin, Nardin. Is there a ticker for that? Nope, never mind. Marlon, what's up, Marlon? Haven't seen your name in a minute. Maybe I have, but I just haven't noticed. SA, is that San Antonio? I'm not sure if it is. Jesus Christ. Scared the crap out of me and shocking me. Miss V is trying to kill me over here. Probably better than the one that you're having to deal with right now. I see like a bunch of people helping you out all over the day today. Well, that's right. At least they're helping you out, like, because you are the lady. You're the queen of this floor, right? She's laughing. She just doesn't even deny it. There we go. As long as you know it. FB, if it breaks above 330.14 and holds, Facebook. Let's go check out Facebook. Facebook. I want to see, can we keep on ripping? Can I actually throw another order here to see if I can just get out for a complete trade on the 50s instead of 49s, because I don't want to be holding any 49s. I want to be completely out of 50s. I don't really want 51s, but if they do give me 51s, I guess I'll take it. I got no option here other than doing so. Okay, I'm just talking to myself right now, just thinking out loud. Okay, Facebook. So Facebook, you mentioned. Miss V's back. Miss V, you want to say something before? Not yet? Okay. You mentioned Facebook. There it goes. Facebook indeed moving up a little bit right now to 330. But my guess is we see rejection back at, somewhere around 330s or 332s or so, and move back to the downside, especially if buyers don't come up. And market made a decent move back to the north side. So NASDAQ made a decent move back to the north side. SPYs also make a decent move to the north side. Now we're looking to see if they can actually retain this move and keep on going higher. If it doesn't, then obviously weakness, more weakness coming in, and that Fed speech is probably the only thing that's going to help it. Wow, look at that long, man. What am I doing with my day today? Absolute craziness. Even though I made more money today than my shutdown. So that's a good thing, because if you make more than your shutdown, or you make your shutdown, that's a good note. But the fact is, I could have made probably 2x my shutdown or 3x my shutdown instead of just slightly above my shutdown.
Right, let's test it.
And what's the word?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mic test.
Is it working?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it working?
Guess who's back? Back again, guys. Today is the official day of broken microphone. Thank you so much again for the support.
Too loud? Well, sorry. At least something, guys. You never satisfied.
Seen your name in a
All right,
minute.
let's take a
Maybe I
look.
have, but I just haven't noticed.
Background-
SA, is that,
background
San
noise?
Antonio?
All right, monitor the chat. If someone says that their ears are bleeding, we're gonna stop this. But for now, we can
Jesus
take a look
Christ.
at
Scared
currencies,
the crap out
guys.
of me. And
Canadian
shocking
dollar
me.
is flat,
He's
down
trying to kill me over here.
0.06%. US dollar is down 0.34%. Euro
Probably
Australian
better than
dollar up
you're
around
having to deal with right
0.30%,
now.
and British
Bunch of
pound is
people
up
helping you out.
0.47%. Japanese yen is down 0.11%. Swiss franc is flat, down 0.03%. Russian ruble is up 1%. Let's go, Russian ruble. Ruble. Turkish lira is up 1.81%. New Zealand's dollar is up 0.23%. Bitcoin is down 0.43% today. It's now at 46,000 even. And Ethereum is down 1.87%, and it's now at 3,752.
Let's see, we're gonna stop here because the chat's not having fun.
Why didn't you interrupt me?
I tried to help you to see if it will be good. They're not having fun, but there's apparently looping audio going on. I don't know what's going on right now, Miss V.
Okay, Facebook. So Facebook, you mentioned.
Oh, yay. Lucas is gonna be here. How? No, where would we be running the feed? Our feed doesn't go through our computers anyways. Our audio feed doesn't go through the stream anyways.
See rejection back at somewhere around 330s or 332s or so.
Oh, yay.
Move back to
Talk
the
now,
downside,
Miss V?
especially if,
No, she says she's having trauma right now. She's PTSD mode. Oh man.
Nasdaq made a decent move back to the north side. SPY's also made a decent move to the north side. Now we're looking to see if they can actually retain
Is the
the
stream
lead
being pulled
and
right now,
keep
but
on
something that
going
wasn't
higher.
happening
If it
before?
doesn't, then
Let's just
obviously
close the stream. Let's see if it works. I'll close that stream. Hopefully it does not happen.
Just close my face
Oh.
over here.
All right, let's go back here. Okay, let's just go back here. Hopefully we're not losing people because we're gonna go into the other show at 2 o'clock. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Hopefully everything's working out well. Doesn't sound like Prad's voice. Prad, your mic is messed up. It's not my mic, brother. My mic's the only mic that's working here right now. It's not my mic, I promise you. All right, I don't know what's going on. We're gonna go to a firm. We're gonna look at other stocks in the meantime. We're gonna see what's going on. Someone is replaying the episode. Did you figure it out? What is it?
I think it's her computer. The mic by default taking her computer audio.
Oh yeah, the Shore setup. I know what it's doing right now. Prad, be quiet for a minute and listen. I'll be quiet. But okay. Affirm moving a little bit all the way back above VWAP right now, getting back to 84. Let's see if 84 can take it out. We're looking for chances to get short on Affirm maybe because of obvious weakness. I'll try to get short around 85 maybe or 84. Let's see if we reclaim the 100-day EMA. Was it that?
It's fixed, Brad.
Was it that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed the settings.
Yeah.
Lucas for the win. Thank you, Lucas. And thank you, Sean.
Awesome. So Lucas figured it out. I think
Rob is so-so.
Robo is so-so. Ooh, shady shade. Miss Shade is throwing shade. All right, where are we going to? You were covering the thing. You want to cover it again?
No, thank you. Kind of have a fear to speak now. Yes, guys. So sorry for inconvenience. Thank you, everyone who still are with us. We appreciate that a lot. And this happens again. We are live and fix everything on the run. Thank you that you were with us still. Love you.
All right, let's go back to here. So Affirm, we were talking about Affirm. Let's go check on some of the other positions like AMDs and your GMEs. AMD, the ghost trading over here apparently. But let's just go to the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, we are on the 5-minute. Let's zoom out. So this is still ghost charts, not really being able to see the charts over here, side. Moving back to 139.30, not really reclaiming 140 right now. So /maybe more weakness comes into the market when, right now actually, because look at QQQ getting rejected. NQ/H22CM getting rejected slightly before VWAP right now. So NQ is coming down along with ES also. So ES H22 on CM also coming down right now. Not actually going back. Looks like that 47.70 what I mentioned is exactly around where ES started turning around. So very happy to see that working out on that side too. Just waiting on my Del Taco position to be done for the day, which will be happening in the next few minutes or so. And then I'm done trading until 2 o'clock, obviously, which is not too far from here. We got about 20 minutes left for the FOMC meeting, and then that should be some fun. We'll see if any move is going to come off of that FOMC. Do we get a bounce all the way back to VWAP, or do we start flushing even more drastically to the downside and go test 16,000 on NASDAQ? What's the ES? ES is basically the futures for the spies. So it's the SPY futures. NFL GFS touchdown, woohoo! Or Neil, why did I read Neil as NFL? What's wrong with me? Neil GFS touchdown.
Neil NFL to be.
Yeah, Neil NFL to be. Speaking of NFL, I think I'm gonna lose my $20 bet because of Antonio Brown or somebody getting fired. What's going on with that, man? Am I gonna lose my $20 on Buccaneers? You guys are making me lose $20, chat. You guys told me to put $20 on them. Come on, man. Neil, did you have something to say? Oh, okay. Why are they called futures? That's a great question. I don't have an answer for that. Why are options called options? Why are futures called futures? Why is anything called anything? Why is Prad called Prad? I have these questions I don't have answers for, but those are fun questions indeed. Netflix can be a good buy at this level. NFLX. NFLX, let's see what NFLX is doing. 1.5 million shares traded so far, holding up at these levels at 575. So, or dip to 574 also. We have taken out a previous consolidation support, so I'm not sure where the next one is until I pull it up. NFLX on the dailies. That 575, which we were talking about, currently holding up a little bit, but if that gets taken out, then you really want 570 to hold, because if 570 doesn't hold, then the chances are we go back into these previous ranges at 560, 540, 550, and so on. So I would love for 570 to hold on Netflix and we go back to the north. And actually, last night, because I've exhausted Netflix so much, I was going through the list of new upcoming TV shows and movies, and there's so many good ones coming out in this month alone that I can't wait to get sucked into the Netflix ecosystem once again and just be lost in the sauce. So on that note, I think we're gonna have a lot more fun in Netflix and start moving to the north side again.
Why is letter W called W? It should be double V. Well, Tyrone, you're so right.
This guy's stinking. This guy's stonking over here. You're stonking, mister. That's too much stonking for us.
Oh, I can't wait my stream back to be back, to be honest.
Miss V, these buttons are not set up properly.
We're giving hard times to people today.
It's giving me a hard time, okay? How about me?
You're like the legend today.
How about
honestly,
me? I
you're
have
the
feelings
best.
too, Miss V.
I know. You're the best. You're doing so great.
Thank you,
Prad.
Miss V.
You saved the show. You saved the
No,
world.
Lucas saved the show. And Sean saved the
You
show.
saved the show. Lucas and Sean saved my audio and your ears, guys.
Exactly.
And you saved the show. Great job.
Do-do-do.
Yay!
All right, where are we going to? Still got 18 minutes left.
Hey, Prad, check the screen.
Oh my God, man! Come on, Prad. Come on, buddy.
This
Figure
show is
it
a
out.
legend.
Figure it out.
You're great.
All right. Prad saved the ES. Did I? Well, ES is still trying to see if we can break out of 47.70 and go back to VWAP. I think we're waiting for the news now, guys. The FOMC news. I'm actually going to cancel all my orders on across the board for some of these stocks. I don't want to take any fills for the rest of the day until 2 o'clock hits. And only fills I want are the ones that are going to kick me out of my position. So come on. Give me some exits. On everything that I'm sitting on right now. Prad's thumb bigger than 2 buttons. Probably. Don't do that. Let's play red or black. I don't know what the heck you're talking about over there. Godspeed to everyone. Longs at 2 p.m. Or vice versa. Godspeed to everyone who goes short at 2 p.m. because the stock market could go either direction off that news. Prad opinions on Zillow for a swing trade. WZD? Is this WD, right? WZD? Nope. ZWLILLO. Zillow. I need ticker, please. Just give me the ticker instead. All right. Z or Z? Yeah, you might want to ask Neil that question. Okay. Take care, Miss V. Yep. I'm long Bank of America for the Feds. Bank of America, BAC. So if interest rates get tightened, do banks go up or down? Obviously, I don't think interest will get tightened today, and nothing drastic happens today. But I would love to see what happens on off that news. Kind of flat on the whole XLF ETF. Let's go check out XLF again for the second time right now. It was flat before, and we're still flat, but on the positive note at this point. I would like to see if obviously the FOMC is going to move markets a little bit more than expected, because I think it's going to be a nothing burger. A lot of the news is going to be probably already expected by analysts, so we're not going to see something completely out of the blue. But if something out of the blue does come out, then that's your trade right there, right? Watching RKT and SoFi. RKT with 1.6 million shares traded. We're trying to see where is Z or Z or ZG. Okay, let's go check out if it's Z. It is Z. Awesome. Come on, Zwillow. There we go. Charts loaded. You're looking for a swing trade. The stock did go to 59 and exactly touched 59 to the dot and stopped going any lower from there. So looking at Zwillow, the stock could go back to 52, even though it did find support at around $59 yesterday after popping off from the November lows. So if it does not hold up over here, there is a chance we go back to 52 lows and find support there. So I'd be a little careful. Market weakness, obviously. If you are looking to swing trade, maybe wait till the end of the day a little bit to see if the markets, at least for 2 o'clock, wait for the next 20 minutes or so to see if the markets find some sort of a way to rebound. And if not, then be a little careful, because we could see some more redness into the market this week and then maybe ripping after that. Prad, the banks make money off the money they lend out. So higher interest rates from the Fed, the more money they make that is loaned out. Yeah, but I want to see if market accepts them. Obviously, they are supposed to go up because they make more money off of that and so on. But it really depends. 2:30? I don't think it's 2:30. I think it's 2 o'clock. Sava, good short at any level. Sava did pop earlier to $55 and then never really went back there. I want to see if what the chart looks like. Oh, we're actually attempting to go back there right now, slowly but steadily, getting some pops again later on, actually. And now we're seeing some rejection coming back into the stock. So looking for, when that pop happens, back to 55. And if we actually do break 55 is the question. I'm in DraftKings. Let's go DraftKings. It's like o'clock. Thank you for mentioning Gabriel. So yes, like o'clock, guys. Obviously, Miss V is gone for her doctor's appointment today. So for like o'clock, you have to just see my face right now. So where is the YouTube? Here we go. Let's go to YouTube. All right, there we go. So you go to YouTube, scroll down and hit that like button. We already hit our 1K goal, but getting any more likes is always good. Any extra likes is always fun, because YouTube algorithm counts that into consideration when advertising us to other people or even new people. So more the merrier for the community that we're trying to grow here, obviously. Markets can stay irrational longer than you can remain solvent. That is the number one rule. Any opinions on Tesla and Apple? I think Tesla is, getting ready to go back to all-time highs. This depends on when, obviously, and Apple's also similar to the same way. So Apple's getting ready to see if we can take out those 182.80s again and go back to but go to $200 anytime sometime this year. RKT should get a jump in profits if the housing market doesn't fall apart. That's a good point. I like that call out. Why you calling you people? What is the number 2 rule? There's a lot of number 1 rules. I don't think there's any number 2 rule. All rules are number 1 rule. And that's the way you got to deal them, because not one rule is important than the other. So, every rule has its own importance in its own way, and breaking those rules is what smacks people in the butt usually. Taco giving me fills and actually doing something that I don't want it to. So not sure what I want to do with this bad boy right now. How far? So it could pop 4 cent higher?
I'm not saying it's top 4 cents. I'm just saying it's got 51 the price, but it's got a 4 cent dividend too, so it could go above 4 cents.
Okay.
I'm fucked as well.
Okay. So we'll see where this one goes to eventually. UPST breaking new lows. UPST on NASDAQ. Let's go check out UPSD. Is coming to the downside, 128 on the lows over here, 128.50 right now. Can we actually hold up at 128.50 and not go any more to the downside? Hopefully that would be good for UPST. And if it does, obviously go off any higher, I think I'm just gonna book my losses on Taco if that's the case, because I don't want this stock to pop 4 cents higher with the amount of size I'm already sitting in. All right, we'll see what happens for a second or two here. All right. Rivian at 92.50. So UPST at the lows over here, trying to see if we can hold the bottom and go back to the highs. Rivian at 92.50. Rivian low a day was $92. Looking at the market for some weakness or strength. Looks like market could show some weakness right now. Only 9 minutes left to the FOMC. So the FOMC could move the markets in one direction or the other. I might just have a stop out on the break of 12.51 actually for Taco instead. So I'll do that. But coming back to Rivian, so if you are getting long on this low a day 92, looking for a move back to VWAP, make sure you have a stop out on the break of 92 to the downside, because if FOMC comes out in a negative way, then there are chances that this doesn't help you out on your trade and they just completely go to the downside. Palantir, okay, never mind. Do you ever play options? No, we only trade stocks and futures over here, and we can trade currencies also and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but we don't really trade that. Now rule number 2 is look at rule number 1. Yes, I like it. That is so true. Rule number 2 is look at rule number 1. When in doubt, just look at rule number 1. Perfect. Well put, RT. Can I explain FOMC? Honestly, it's like 6 minutes left. You're just gonna go into Neil and Sean, and then you'll see them trade the way they trade FOMC, and then you'll probably learn more from there. It's just waiting on whatever the news comes out and how the article, or not article, but what is being said on the notes, comparing that notes that are being given to the analyst notes, and if the expectations are met, then market likes it. But if expectations come out of the blue randomly and it's like a complete shock, then uncertainty or a shock is not good for the market, because they don't like surprises. We will be talking all about the Fed. So there we go. Sean just coming in the chat. You guys got about 8 minutes, so you'll have a lot of fun watching Sean, Neil, Brendan talk about it, trading it, and helping us make money all over the place thanks to the FOMC. Samsara, okay. The entire market is one direction, but IBM. There is IBM today. IBM Northside. If the market's in one direction, which is down, then I'm gonna guess IBM is to the north side, obviously. So let's pull up IBM over here. Let's see where we're going to. Yeah, to the north side indeed. How high can we go is the question. 2% to the north already with 4 million shares traded. 142 being the high of day. Looks like 142.20, going 20 cents higher than 142, and then coming drastically back down. Well, not drastically, but coming back down about $1 or so to the downside. And now we're trying to see if VWAP can be tested eventually, or are we going to find support above 141 and then go test the high of day again later on in the evening at around 3 o'clock or so, maybe, to get a breakout of the 142 high over here on IBM. What is more important, return ROE or ROA? Row or... Oh, I just got filled more short. Okay, looks like this one's gonna... What am I gonna do here on Taco? Let's go quickly check this one out. Oof. Okay, coming back down to this one now. Let's throw in some orders out, guys, and then I'll be right back over here. Okay, so IBM, we've covered IBM. Adobe down so much. ADBE. Going to Adobe real quick. Where's Adobe doing right now? Adobe is going to the downside even more. So it looks like we're trying to find support at $5.20. Obviously, not sure if we're going to be able to find that support there. And start bouncing to the north side again. Obviously, pretty drastic move off of the yesterday's close, almost $33 right now. So we're looking to see support coming in, looking for buyers to come in and support the $520. Is 520 a significant level for this stock? Going to what am I trying to type over here? What stock is it? ADBE. Let's go check out ADBE. ADBE indeed going to the downside. We're trying to see where support could be, and it's around these prices, around these ranges. So if 520 shouldn't hold up, if 520 doesn't hold up, then 500, which is pretty much even further to the downside today. I want to maybe take a trade out of Adobe here to take a scalp back to 525. So we'll take this long trade, see if they give me a fill. Where's my order right now at 520.39, and we're already skipping past my order, so it looks like I'm not gonna chase it. It's gonna maybe move without me, and that's fine for me. Sheesh, Adobe puts her up 15,000%. Wow, insane. Are you going to push the likes for Valeriia 5 minutes? We're already at 1,000, so I appreciate everyone hitting our likely goal, daily goal. But if anyone who hasn't already hit the like button for us, please do so. We love it. Love seeing the support that you guys show us over here on a daily basis, and would love for that to continue and actually increase. So that 3K like barrier will give you guys the ability to see me color my hair blonde. So that's a challenge that's going on for market movers. SoFi a buy here, thanks, question mark. SoFi is a buy in my mind without a doubt in front of 14, because 14 has a lot of support for SoFi. Every time we have gone down to 14.50 or even $14 flat, SoFi has managed to pop back up. I am personally long at 15 on my account, on my personal account, that is. So if SoFi can manage to get back to 15 or anywhere above 15, I'll be happy about it. Obviously, this is a long-term trade for me, so I might add back at 14 if we do go down there, but we'll see, obviously. What want a blonde Prad? Okay, Prad for 3K likes. What about a blonde mohawk? It's a possibility. We can talk about it, obviously. Anything is possible. We'll see. I'm just getting ready right now, though. However, for the FOMC notes to come out in the next few minutes, 3 minutes to be exact. So we're at 157 right now. Markets should be ready to priming themselves up to start moving in one direction or the other. So be ready to, if you're long and the markets start going up, be ready to take profits, or be ready to stop yourself out, and vice versa. If you're short, be ready to take profits and the market goes down, or be ready to stop yourself out if the market's going against you. So a lot of fun about to be into the market in the next few minutes or so. Why is this not moving? All right, so okay, cool. I've had a mohawk for years, for 3 years. Wow. Okay, we gotta see pictures, Marlon. No picture, no proof, buddy. You know the rules. You know how the laws go. No pic, no proof, bud. Let's see how SoFi holds the 50s here on the minute. Looks like a spot to buy, in my opinion. Indeed. I personally would like to go long there, but if it wasn't FOMC, I would have gone long on Adobe. I would have gone long on a bunch of positions over there. But since it is FOMC, I'm going to be a little hands off and just try to manage the losses on Taco. Well, not losses. I'm still up on the day, and even if I close the trade right now for a loss, I'll still be up on the day on Taco. So I just want to manage that trade over there, and I'm going to be ready to kick myself out for a loser in case it's going to be a bad FOMC for me, which is, go up on the market. And if it goes down, then we're going to be happy because it's going to pay us a lot. I need one word from you about GME. I don't know what word you're looking for, but I think, support at 136 right now, holding up. We did get a bounce from 136 to 138 or so, and then immediately back down. So let's see what GME can do from those levels. Affirm over VWAP. Let's go check out Affirm. Affirm indeed over VWAP, and trying to see how high can it go at the moment. We cracked VWAP. We're above VWAP. We're above 83. We're waiting to see if market's moving. Not really. Market has weakness in it. So if market goes to the downside, then maybe it takes back Affirm to the downside with it. But good to see that 80 long from yesterday. Today, 81 long or so. Basically helping out the traders, giving them a nice scalp long in either direction. So it is 2 o'clock. Let's send you guys over to the closing show. Come back tomorrow, 11 o'clock, same time, same place, everyone. Paka paka. Peace out.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, 2 o'clock. We are awaiting these Fed minute comments, the minutes from the last Federal Reserve meeting just coming out as we speak. In fact, we'll let you know if there's anything important or noteworthy. Not expecting there to be monster moves in the overall market off of this. But again, this is just a transcript of essentially what transpired during the last Fed meeting when they did say they were going to, increase the rate as which they taper back on their bond buying, and also let everyone know as far as when some of the interest rates could be coming.